while the opening intro plays, I will explain what we're doing. There's a couple of reasons why we're redoing this again, by the way. I did this run before. First reason is that last time I recorded the stream, my audio was way too loud. So I kind of can't use any of that audio in the video. A second reason is that after doing some more research, I discovered that the run is actually kind of easy to, I guess, make trivial. And so I added an extra rule. So that avoids the run being able to be just kind of basically circumvented entirely and just skip to the end. Because that's no fun. We want to have a little bit of fun. So instead, I've added an extra rule, and we're going to play the game with that extra rule. So it's going to be an ultimate version of the necklace run, or the no camera movement run. So, what we are doing is we are completing Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach without moving the camera at all. Without moving our head, without moving Freddy's head. We are not going to touch the mouse. We are not going to touch the right analog stick. Anything that would control your camera movement, we are foregoing. And not only that, we're going to complete the game with the true ending at 6 a.m. So we're not going to just skip to the end. We're going to get to 6 a.m. and get the true ending without moving the camera. Now, there's a few things that are trouble spots, which maybe you're thinking about right now. There are many parts of Security Breach where the game expects you to run between many different levers, many different buttons, many different generators, which are all at different angles, and they can only be interacted with at certain camera angles. Those are going to be difficult spots. There's also the entire thing of the endos, whose entire mechanic is based around looking at them. They will also be a problem. But we have ways to make the run possible. We have ways. How many glitches will you use, says Dir2 Team? Yes.
I am experiencing a malfunction.
How many?
The
Yes.
recharge cycle is not complete.
Will you shut up?
Who said that?
I did.
Let me just quickly, 1 second. Let me just quickly turn the contrast up or down. Which way is it meant to go? Down, I think. So that it's not quite so pale.
I'm here.
Okay, that's a bit better.
I still do not see you.
Okay, listen. You were sleeping, so I opened the stomach hatch and climbed inside.
My stomach hatch? That place is reserved for oversized birthday cakes and piñatas. It is not a safe play area.
I should probably turn the... Sorry, I forgot. This computer, for whatever reason, it cannot do that camera turn. It runs fine. Okay, it runs fine. But that one camera turn, it cannot do. It chugs so badly. Okay, so the rule is that we cannot move the camera at all. However, if the game moves our camera, that's fair game. But we cannot touch the camera at all.
There you are. Scanning complete. How odd. Your guest
You see, the game runs fine on this computer. It runs fine. But that one camera turn, it cannot run.
Gregory.
It runs at 2 frames per second for some reason. It is by far the laggiest part of the game. I don't know why.
Connection error. I cannot connect to the main network.
It's
You know what? I'm going to turn the subtitles off right now because I do not have patience for these subtitles. Thank you very much.
she
It's
cut
just
you
cluttering
off.
up my screen.
She's not going to let you call for help until she finds me.
Who? Who is looking for
Okay,
you? Your mother?
so
I hear footsteps.
basically the game has a bunch of, I would call them camera adjustments. There are points in the game where the camera will take, when the game will take control of our camera. Those are fine. For example, Freddy plopped us out and talked to us right now. That is a camera adjustment, and that is what the game has done. So now we're basically stuck like this. We cannot move our camera from this position. The game has decided that this is our camera angle, and we can do nothing to correct it. There is an issue with this camera angle. As you can probably tell, we're looking kind of at the ceiling, which is really awkward. The second issue with this camera angle is that the very first objective in the game, which is in the top left-hand corner, is to look out the window. The window is behind us. So literally the very first objective of the game, hello Freddy, is to turn our camera and look behind us. It's almost like they're trying to teach you how to move the camera or something. However, there's a very good thing about this mission objective, and that is that it's kind of broken. And you actually don't need to look behind you. All you need to do is just kind of rub your body on the window, and the game thinks that you've looked out the window.
Trust her.
Why not?
Just rub your back, rub your head against the window, and the game is satisfied.
Besides talking so loudly.
Take this.
So the run isn't dead.
It's a novelty
We've
Freddy
still-
Sasquatch.
There's still a chance. This is easy to do, thankfully. We can just take the watch. Hello, Freddy.
I am sending you an encoded message.
Okay, while Freddy talks...
Hello, Gregory. It is me, Freddy. I will escort
So,
you to
yeah.
the main entrance.
Basically, this run is very, very complicated. I have figured out the entire run already. But there's going to be a lot of difficulties along the way. And this isn't the first stream I've done. This is something that has been honed and perfected along the way. So, yes, the very first mission objective is thankfully avoided. The second mission objective is to interact with the button, which is here. Now, unfortunately, we're looking too high up to press the button. But, fortunately, you can just crouch. And that is fine.
Well done.
Otherwise, we would have, once again, been soft-locked. It's very, very lucky how stuff in the early game just kind of lines up. Otherwise, we would be doomed. Okay. This is a torturous camera angle to play the game at. Just looking up and to the left. Okay, let's save our game. And there's a reason we want to save our game. And it's not just for safety. So, to give you a little preview of what's going to happen in the future, if I jumped in the vent, and then I went all the way down through the vent, I landed in Rockstar Row, and then I walked over to where I get the pass to let Freddy out of his room. The pass is in a gift box on the floor, and no amount of crouching will ever let us open that gift box. The camera angle is just that broken. And that is the first point in the run where it is impossible to progress with this camera angle. Which means that unless we can find a way to adjust our camera angle without using the stick or the mouse, before we get to that gift box, the run is dead. Already, after like 3 minutes, the run is dead. However, I discovered there is a way. Now, we've saved at this save station. If we quit and reload our save, the game resets just our vertical camera. So our horizontal camera will remain in exactly the same angle, but the vertical angle is reset. So now we're looking down enough that we can open that gift box. So now we can progress the run. I don't know why it doesn't change the horizontal, but it does change the vertical. But I am very glad that it does that. Otherwise, the run would be dead immediately. I am so glad that I discovered that.
Hair is beautiful.
A hidden use for the save points. People have never known about save point tech until now. But if you need to adjust your camera in a vertical tilt, then you can just save, quit, and reload, and it will reset to normal. Yes, this is your allotted time to do the sus emotes, everybody. Get it out your system. My thumb is so far away from the right stick on this controller. I'm so scared of accidentally nudging the stick. I basically have no fingers on the front of the controller. They're all just on the back because I'm so scared to press the stick by accident. Okay, when we start to see the game lag, that means that we're approaching the exit to the vent. There we go, it lagged. Yes, we're at Chica's room, so the exit is coming up. Another lag. There it is. And we are out.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for visiting, and we hope you enjoyed the show.
Very nice.
Freddy and the gang are pretty tired, but they'll be back again next week.
Okay, so now let's get to that gift box.
Please make your way
The forbidden stick. Exactly. If I use the camera, I have to reset. So I need to make a little bit of terminology expressly clear right away. This game also has an item called the camera, right? It's a weapon. So this game has a weapon called the camera, or the Fazcam. When I say no camera, I obviously mean no analog stick, no adjusting Gregory's head. The alternate name for this category is necklace percent. We have stolen Gregory's neck. He no longer has any spinal bones between his head and his body, so he cannot move his head. We can, however, use the Fazcam, because that is not the camera we're talking about. Okay, so here's the box. If we would have still been looking up, it would have been impossible to open this box. But with our current angle, we can actually open it without even crouching. Easy peasy.
Good job. Now, please come let me out.
Denny says it's actually a good thing that the Fazcam can be used without moving the camera. Exactly. Because if we're talking about our weapon options in this game, we basically have a laser gun or a camera. The laser gun needs us to aim it, and aiming isn't the strong suit of this particular Gregory. However, the camera just flashes an area in a complete circle around you, so it's actually very, very useful for this run. What about daycare? Oh, we'll see about daycare, but trust me, there's a lot we need to get through before we get to daycare. Daycare is a million miles away from us right now. Yeah, the camera is non-directional. I think it hits people all around you.
Do it. I know how to get you out of here. Climb back into my chest cavity. There is still time, but we must hurry. If I am spotted, I will certainly be taken back to my room. I will escort you to the main exit through the utility tunnels. It is the safest path.
Okay, but you better be careful moving around.
Highlighting this again, there's slight static coming from your mic. There's a chance, Ira, that is actually coming from the game. For whatever reason, when I capture anything through my capture card, it has a slight hiss. If you're talking about just a slight that is from the game, and that is something I can't really prevent without buying a new capture card. But it'll be fine. I don't think that's my microphone. Unless it's like distortion, then that could be my mic. But if it's just a hiss, it is my capture card. Okay. So, now we get a little bit of a preview of the most powerful tool in the necklace run, and that is our boy Fredo. Fredo is actually our biggest ally. This isn't the glitchless run. Freddy is the best thing that could ever happen to us. And the reason for that is that when we move, he turns. He turns to look at us. And then when we get inside him, our camera angle changes to his camera angle. So we can use Freddy as a on-the-spot camera adjustment. However, this is the tutorial, and the game doesn't want to give us Freddy yet. So we actually don't have full control over Freddy yet, so this is just a little taste, a little preview of how good Freddy is. So now, this is our camera angle, and thankfully we're now looking towards the correct door. But, in normal gameplay, there would be some text at the top of the screen right now that says, press X to get out of Freddy. We don't have that yet, because the game doesn't want us to have full control over Freddy. It wants us to go along the story path. So it's actually locked us inside Freddy. So we can't keep using Freddy as camera adjustments right now. We only get the one. But that one is good enough to get us down to first aid.
If you're down here, say something. She's down here. We have to go back.
Do not worry, Gregory. Even if we are spotted, you are safe with me.
Freddy is our chiropractor.
I suspect we are traveling.
Well, he's just a bigger neck brace. If you imagine that Gregory has a neck brace on already, Freddy is just the ultimate neck brace.
Never get to the lobby before midnight.
Okay. So, now we've got yet another forced camera adjustment. A cutscene will play here,
I feel you are.
and the game will take control over Freddy. And during this moment, Freddy will walk to first aid.
I am taking you to the first aid station.
There's no time. I'm fine.
Now, this is all free, because we're not doing this, and it will pop us out here. So now this is our new camera angle. The hiss is so annoying. I'll tell you what I can do. I can literally just turn the volume from the game down. And now you won't be able to hear the hiss as much. Hope you're happy. There we go. Now it's not going to be so much of an issue. Okay. It's probably people with headphones who can hear the hiss. Try doing a loop with the power cable. There is no power cable going to my my capture card. My capture card runs off USB. I guess I can do it with the USB cable. I guess I can try that one second. I mean, honestly, it's not even really got any stress on it. It's very slack. It's very slack, so I think it's fine. The hissless run. Well, the good thing is that the video on this, which I will eventually make, is thankfully going to be mostly music and my voice, right? So it's going to be fine. The hiss will not be visible. Here's a fun fact. My Security Breach on Switch video was captured with the same capture card. So if no one complained about the hiss in that video, then this is the exact same level of hiss. So it'll be fine. I can hear a lot of pops through your microphone. Can anyone else hear pops through my microphone? Yeah, no pops, nope. Sounds fine to me, nope. Certain people hear certain pops. A lot of people say there's no pops, and a few people say there are pops. I mean, maybe you just mean my pee popping. If I went, I don't know, popless %. Oh dear. What do you mean by pops? I didn't mean anything by pops. Someone else said pops. I think it's just the footsteps. Imagine if it was the footsteps and people were like, excuse me, your microphone is picking up big metallic footsteps. And it's just the game. Imagine. Yeah, I think it's people with headphones who are hearing stuff for sure. Yeah. Okay. No, it's your mic pop. Oh, well, I mean, if you're talking about just when I maybe get loud and the microphone pops from being too sensitive, then that's very little I can do about it, because that is just me getting too excited. But I have turned the audio down, so the popping shouldn't be too bad. I can try and move my pop shield further away from the microphone, and hopefully that prevents it. There we go. Can we vote and gamble, please? Yeah, I mean, if any of the moderators want to do votes, then they can. There'll probably be a pretty good chance to do a quick prediction very shortly. Backseat, you sound kind of British. I think your mic is bugging. Oh my god. You're right, I've accidentally got the microphone set to British. Okay. Now we're going to enter this hiding spot. Now, hiding spots are another thing that can change our viewing angle. When we get into one of these vertical hiding spots, they always have the same exiting viewing angle. So we can use these to adjust our angle to a set one that we know will always be the same. So let's watch this cutscene. I left the voices on,
Freddy, you're supposed to
so
be
you
on
didn't have to listen to them just
Officer Vanessa,
looking at each other in silence.
how I got here.
Well, you totally blew it tonight, you know. Your system crashed and you ruined the show. Now, parts and services have you on reduced power. They said as a safety precaution. Just one more thing to deal with.
I apologize.
Okay. Look, we're like 15 minutes from closing and some kid is sneaking around backstage. If you see anything...
Thank you,
notify
Pink
me
Kitten
immediately.
7, for the resubscription. That is 12 months, a whole year. Thank you very much, Pink Kitten 7. And thank you, Legato Iro, for the 50 bits. Okay.
I told you she was after me.
I said nothing. I will keep you safe. Let us go.
So, I could indulge you with a long-winded explanation of something that is going to happen up ahead if we continue. But instead, that's going to be in the video. And instead, I will just give you the solution. So, I want the mods to start a prediction once I've finished explaining this trick. Start a prediction if I can get it first try, and make it a short prediction so that I can start. So, if we continue the game as we currently are, there will be a button that we cannot press. An impossible to press button because it will be directly behind us and we won't have Freddy anymore. So we don't want that to happen. However, there's a way that we can get the fully powered Freddy early and then use that to circumvent this button. And it involves going out of bounds on this stairway, walking along the entire top of this room, and dropping back into the main corridor, and then coming back. But it requires us to do it without moving our camera. And what we're going to be looking at is basically pitch black. So I have to do all of this essentially with very few visual references. And there's a million holes in the collision where I can fall back in bounds, or where I can fall out of bounds and softlock the game. So if I fail this trick, we're starting again from the very beginning. Well, I guess we're starting back from our save point. Not the very beginning. So it's very, very difficult. Okay, the prediction has been finished. Thank you, Amitos, for the subscription with Prime. That is your first one. And thank you, Kraz, for your subscription with Prime. That is also your first one. And Milk Toast, I will hydrate right now. Thank you very much. My Mels, thank you for the 100 bits, saying, up, how much you want to bet Freddy might ruin something? Freddy's good in this run, I think. I doubt he's going to ruin anything. And Huffle Ryan, actually, he can ruin something right at the end. And Huffle Ryan, thank you for the 10 bits. And thank you, ZX Many Fans, for the Prime. So now you're going to see just how difficult this trick is. Basically, there's an invisible box on the top of this railing. And when we jump on that box, we have enough height to jump on top of the roof of this room. I guess the ceiling of this room. But our entire view while doing the trick will basically be this. This is the best case scenario. This is the best thing we could be looking at. Most of the time, we're actually going to be looking at this. Just black. So, I have done this. I did this on Switch. I did, but I could also move the camera on Switch, and I cannot move the camera now. So it is significantly more difficult when you can't move the camera. So, what I've got to do is I've got to walk diagonally down this wall. Careful not to fall out of bounds, or not to fall in bounds again. very careful. It's very fiddly. I'm glad I have an analog stick rather than WASD. Okay, wish me luck, gamers. Okay, and I developed a visual reference for this trick. Now the visual reference, let me see when it comes on screen. God, please come on screen. Visual reference for this trick is that basically, there it is. Okay, I have to make a daring jump onto the roof of first aid. However, I cannot look that direction. And also, it normally requires a sprinting run. And we cannot sprint backwards. So, I've developed a visual reference, which is that if you see the little tiny floating door in the top right-hand corner, when this little black square overlaps with the bottom corner, then theoretically, I should be able to just do a horizontal jump and land on the ceiling of first aid. That should be all it takes. And I should get up. Ready? No. But at least I didn't fall out of bounds. Let's try it again. By the way, for the will I do this trick first time, that doesn't count. I think when I say if I fail, I mean I softlock the game. I break the game. This is still ongoing. Don't worry. This is still ongoing. If I fall out of bounds and softlock the game and have to restart, that is what I mean by first try. Trust me, it is extremely easy to fail the trick. Once we get on the roof, there's still a lot of work to be done. So even if I make that jump, the trick is not over yet. Oh, God. Please let me get up there. Okay, I'm up. I'm on the top of the stairs. Now I've got to walk down. In the video, I will illustrate what I'm actually doing. It's kind of hard for you to see because all you're looking at is blackness. But I am basically walking down the kind of upper half of the wall that is alongside the stairs. There is no collision on the upper part of this wall, and that is what I'm walking on. There it is. There's the square. Okay. Okay, please, don't fall out of bounds. Don't softlock. Okay, I can still live with this. I can live with staying in bounds. There are two tricks in the run that I would describe as the hardest tricks in the run. This is the first trick. The second hardest trick is quite near the end, unfortunately. This is the first one. If anyone ever wants to speedrun this category, this is going to be the reset point. It is brutal. Okay, you know what? I'm going to move a little bit more forward and a little bit more down. Okay, wish me luck, chat. Am I still on the roof? Okay, I'm still on the roof at least, so it's a quicker restart. Ready? Don't fall out of bounds. Don't fall out of bounds. Okay, I'm still on the ceiling. Okay, here we go. Don't want to have to watch the bloody first aid cutscene again. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. I can relax after this point. None of the rest of the tricks are as difficult as this. Okay, we're up. We're up. Now I just need to walk along here. And down here. Okay. Good God. Okay. We are now on the ceiling of the corridor that leads to the main hallway. Okay. But this is just as deadly. The trick isn't finished yet. Okay. So, our goal in this section is to basically walk along this pipe you can see on the opposite side of the hallway, you can see there's a pipe just in the bottom of the screen. We're basically walking on the same pipe, but on this side of the hallway. The way we can tell is if these wires are in front of us. If these wires are behind us, then we're too far forward. Did the camera just move? I don't think it moved. There's nothing that should have made the camera move. I think you're talking about me going up and down, things like this. Because the camera shouldn't have moved. There's literally nothing that could make it move. The mouse is very far away and not turned on. Okay, so you can see that we're in the correct position because this cable is in front of us. The mouse is unplugged, the mouse is wireless, and it is turned off. So the mouse should definitely not have moved. Okay, now we've got to keep walking along this pipe. Okay, we're maybe actually a little bit too far back. If we walk too far backwards, then we fall out of bounds and we get soft locked. So we definitely don't want that. Ah! There it is. There it is. Okay, we have fallen out of bounds and we are now soft locked. So we're now back in Freddy's room. There's a bit of an issue with being back at Freddy's room, and that is that the way back down where we came from, if I walk over here, the way to get back down where we were is a very special door. I'm pretty much the only door in the game, I think, that has this. This door requires Freddy. So without Freddy, we cannot get back down to where we were. So that is a soft lock, and we need to restart from our save. Back we go. Let's try it again. This is a brutal trick. I've done it first try a couple of times, but it is nevertheless a very difficult trick. Thank you, Soupy Doopy, for the resubscription. That is 10 months now. Oh, we got to do the vent again. Okay, chat, you get another chance to use your sus emotes. Back in the vent. Tronmo, I know you did this trick. Did you ever do it without moving your camera? It is much more difficult without moving your camera, let me tell you. Very, very difficult. Okay, round we go. So to reiterate, now that we've got some time to kill, let me reiterate why we're doing what we're doing. Basically, there is a cutscene up ahead where basically Freddy says, oh, I'm low on power, I need to recharge. And then Freddy will get in a power recharging station, and Freddy will be out of the game until after daycare. So once we hit that, we lose Freddy until a significant amount of time later. And there's also a button after that point, which is very, very, very difficult to hit without moving your camera. I would say probably impossible. I challenged a bunch of speedrunners to solve the problem. I tried for days to solve the problem. Tronmo tried to solve the problem. And as far as I can tell, it's impossible. It is completely behind us, and there is no way to adjust our camera angle. So, what we're going to do is we are going to perform a jailbreak. We are going to break Freddy out of the tutorial. We're going to say, no, you're not locking my boy in a recharging station. We're breaking Freddy out. We're taking him with us. And the first step of that is to do our out-of-bounds expedition along the roof of first aid. Please, where's the door? Where's the door? Where's the door, please? Okay, there it is. No cat video distractions, nope. This run is completed 100% without using the left stick. There's no funny business, no cat videos, no caveats.
Way to go, superstar. I knew you.
This is just very entirely doable. I've done it. I've done it offline.
Into my chest cavity.
It's possible.
There is still time, but we must hurry. If I am spotted, I will certainly.
Thank you, Soupy Doopy, for the gifted sub to Nutella Soap. And thank you, Corrupted Purple, for subscribing with no, just subscribing normally. That is your first subscription. Thank you very much. And thank you for the word of the day being soup can. Okay. So yes, once we go through this door, we begin a series of events which lead to Freddy being locked away and taken away from us. And we really don't want that to happen. So we are going to bust Freddy out of the tutorial. We're going to break him out. We're going to take him with us all the way to daycare.
She's down here. We have to
But
go back.
but one step at a time. First, we need to escape from first aid without getting locked in Freddy again.
Suspect we are traveling together. However, we should still do our. I feel you are broken.
Don't worry about it. I'm fine.
No, I feel that something is wrong. I am taking you to the.
How are we going to do that? It is a multi-step process. And it was actually discovered by someone on Twitter called Mickey. Mickey is an absolute legend and discovered this a daisy chain of tricks that allows us to keep Freddy all the way through the tutorial.
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Officer Vanessa, I do not know how I got here.
Well, you totally blew it tonight, you know. Your system crashed and you ruined the show.
Well, the Mickey isn't spelt like the mouse, it's spelt with an I. It's like M-I-C-K-I. So it's Mickey's evil twin who hates mice. Hence why very happy to help with the no camera movement run.
And some kid is sneaking around backstage. If you see anything, notify me immediately. I already alerted the others. Now go back to your room.
Okay, time for another shot at this trick.
I told you she was after me.
I said.
So basically, if we were to get inside Freddy right now,
Let us go.
we would be locked in him once again until the point where the cutscene happens where Freddy leaves us and gets locked away in the power recharging station. If we get inside Freddy, we are basically powerless to stop that happening. So, we don't want to get inside Freddy right now. There used to be a trick in older patches where if you jumped and got inside Freddy when you were in the air, then it would give you the ability to get out of Freddy early. However, what are people talking about? It's like ticking? I don't know. However, they patched that. So that is not possible. However, the glitch is kind of still in the game. You can kind of still get in and out of Freddy early. It just requires a lot more work. A lot more work. We did do this in our Security Breach Switch playthrough. But again, that was with moving the camera. And moving the camera makes this a lot easier. Because guess what? Navigating out of bounds is easier where you can see where you're walking. It's easier when you can see where you're walking. So basically being out of bounds and unable to see your feet makes this far more difficult. Okay, so can I get up on first aid first try? I cannot. Try again. Yes, you can start a real quick prediction about whether I will fall out of bounds or not, again. It will have to be a quicken, because there's a chance I might fall out of bounds in like 2 seconds. So it would have to be a very quick prediction. Okay. Here we go. I think this is a good position. Wall gameplay, exactly, David Barron. It's the wall gameplay people craved. 587 people have turned up to watch Wall. And I hope you're all satisfied with the quality of Wall content you're getting. Okay. Okay, could be worse, could be worse. We're still on the top of the stairs. Okay, so once again, my visual reference is in the top right-hand corner. There's a floating door. And I try and get the black square to be more like this, where it's more vertical than it is horizontal. And when it's like that, and I think when the wall is about halfway like this, then a horizontal jump should just get me on the ceiling. There we go. Then I should be able to just walk. Come on. I should be able to just walk. There we go. Over here. Crouch. Oh. Okay, I'm too far forward. There we go. I'm now on the pipe. So there are big pipes on either side of this hallway. And if we walk on the middle pipes, which are more like cables, then you will fall through. There's so many holes in the collision, you will fall through. So we really want to walk on the pipe on this side of the hallway. The only issue is we can't see our feet, so we don't know when we're walking on the pipe. It just takes a lot of practice. Okay. This is good. This is good. Okay, we've made it around the first corner. Now it's slightly easier to see where we're going, because we can at least see the pipe in front of us. But now there's another corner. Okay, I think we want to go right now. Yeah. God, please. Okay. Good, we're in position. Just got to keep going diagonally. And right. Hello? Okay, I think we're fine. Okay, keep moving. Keep moving. Okay, so now we are at the main hallway. All we need to do now is jump backwards. We've got to take a leap of faith and jump backwards. We are jumping over a section of out of bounds. So if I make this jump too short, I will fall out of bounds and fail the trick. If I jump far enough back, I will land back in bounds. The entire map will deload, and that will be what causes the glitch to happen. So wish me luck, chat. Okay, we did it. We're back in bounds. Everything has deloaded. Now, when I get into Freddy, I should have the ability to get out of Freddy again. Let's see. Please, please, please. Please, please, please give me the ability to get out of Freddy again. Ah, yes. So, the trick is successful. We can now get in and out of Freddy early. This is normally something you only get after daycare. So we have now unlocked this ability far sooner than we needed to. So now, anytime we want to adjust our camera angle, we can just rotate Freddy like this, get in Freddy, and now we'll be looking the way we want. Now, this does have drawbacks, but for right now, this is a huge win.
These utility tunnels connect all the attractions.
We can go anywhere in the building?
Correct. Blast, Monte Golf, Roxy Raceway. They are all accessible to staff, with high enough clearance, of course. Guests are never allowed down here.
Round we go.
Yours is a special
Okay.
situation.
Now we've got to go up these stairs. Like so. I love a bit of winding crab-like stair action. Okay, let's get out of Freddy. Now, This is part 2 of the trick. The trick isn't over yet. Part 2 of the trick is happening here. Okay, I accidentally put Freddy kind of in my way. 1 second. There we go. So, basically, if we were inside Freddy right now, we would walk to about here, and then the game would start a cutscene. Freddy would get into this recharging station here, and we would lose him until after daycare. So our goal now is to get Freddy across this cutscene trigger without triggering it. We need to just get him across this kind of like rectangle on the ground without activating the cutscene. Now, this would be impossible if we were still stuck inside Freddy. However, we're not stuck inside Freddy anymore, so we can do a little bit of trickery. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to save the game, because if we fail this trick, we'd need to restart. So let's save the game. Now, the top of these stairs, this kind of railing at the top of the stairs, has a very special property. And that special property is that if you jump on top of it, it deloads the entire game. It's a very magical set of railings. This was actually patched in the Switch version of the game, but it's not patched in PC yet. I'm playing on most recent patch, by the way. So, what we're going to do is we are going to walk up here. We are going to deload the game. And what it turns out deloading the game does is it also deloads all the cutscene triggers. So, that means that that cutscene trigger will not work anymore when everything is deloaded. So the goal is to deload the game, get back inside Freddy, and very quickly walk across where the cutscene trigger would be so that it doesn't start. First, we've just got to get on that railing, which is easier said than done. Come on. Okay, get on the railing. Get on the railing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we've basically just got to run for it. And this is the reason why I play on weaker hardware. Because my current computer is so powerful that the game only deloads for like half a second. But on older hardware, oh, it deloads for a lot longer than that. They haven't patched it. They patched it on the Switch, but not on PC. I can tell you because I did it yesterday. Okay, how do I get up on this? Come on. Have I once again trapped myself where I can't actually get up on this? Come on, Freddy. This trick is significantly easier. The only thing that I'm struggling with is getting on the railing for some reason. This is not normally a difficult part. There we go. Okay, we're going to need to try that again, because I fell off the railing on the wrong side. But you can see the window of time we have. We have a short window of time to get in Freddy and run across to the save point. There we go. Oh, I fell again. Okay, let's wait again. So yeah, that's the amount of time we have to cross this chasm. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reorient Freddy. Like this. So that he is facing in the correct direction. Because we really need some visual reference points when we're running around out of bounds. And the save point is a beacon of hope. So we really want to be able to see that save point as soon as possible. Okay, come on. I don't know why I'm struggling with this of all things. There we go. I have never fallen down here so much. It's also worth saying that all of these tricks were known about. But Mickey on Twitter is the only person to ever put all the pieces together and figure out how to do them all back to back in order to get the results we want. So thank you very much, Mickey. BS fell off. Quite literally. Quite literally. Why do I stop? Because if I keep moving when it's all deloaded, there's a very good chance I will fall out of bounds and get lost. And, I could end up anywhere. So I don't want that to happen. I'm waiting for it to load back in so that I can walk up the stairs with my eyes. That's why I'm waiting. Okay, I'm being a bit too coy. Because I'm having so much trouble getting up, I'm kind of scared about not triggering it. So I think I'm pushing too far on the stick. And that is why it's being slow. There we go. What is going on? It is very, very easy to get on this railing. And it's also quite easy to not fall off, so I don't know what is happening right now. Up we go. Yeah, we've exchanged the wall stream for a railing stream. I've literally done this first try, every try I've tried to do it, in like the last... There we go. Okay, let's go. I hope I was quick enough. Okay, go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Okay, we did it. There we go. There's the trick. So we managed to cross the cutscene trigger while the game was deloaded. And so the game didn't start the cutscene. If Freddy would have walked across this at any other time, the cutscene would have begun. But now, Freddy is free. There's no more points in the tutorial where it tries to do anything with Freddy, because as far as the game is concerned, Freddy is gone. So now the game is just like, yeah, sure, whatever, just keep going, we're not going to do anything. So now we can just walk Freddy out of the tutorial. And boy, will we. So, let's walk past Chica.
It's Chica.
See ya.
Distract her with something.
Chica's no threat to us, really. She can't kill us. So we'll just keep moving. Now we get into the Monty chase. This is a very, very difficult bit if you don't have Freddy. And believe me, we had a lot of difficulty doing this without Freddy. But with Freddy, it is incredibly simple. All we gotta do is just keep walking. Now, this is the bit that really causes trouble when you don't have Freddy. The game faces you in entirely the wrong direction and expects you to outrun Chica. But because Freddy's walking speed is faster than Gregory's walking speed, walking backwards is no big deal. So Freddy can just very easily outrun them.
Well done, Gregory.
And here we are.
The security office. You should be quite safe here. The doors were designed to keep our highly trained security staff safe.
Chica jumped. Chica has some very odd reactions to those boxes. It would seem that the developers didn't really expect you to be looking backwards at that moment. Which is fair enough, because you're meant to be running away. But because we can't control the camera, we just stay looking backwards, and so you can see some really unusual stuff with Chica.
Hold on while I make it accessible to you.
Okay.
You can now activate security protocols.
So this is the point where basically the run died. Because there's a button directly behind us on this desk, and there is no way to press it. We can't turn our camera, and the button has quite a small interact radius. So this is the point where the run dies. Except, now that we have Freddy, it's as simple as getting in and getting out of Freddy. And there's the button. Problem solved.
Fastwatch is now connected to the security camera system. Check the map on your Fastwatch.
Thank you very much, Mickey, with an I. for this incredible skip. We were stuck on this button for potentially months, and Mickey is the one who managed to solve the problem. So thank you, Mickey. A million thank yous. Absolutely cracked. 2000 IQ, Mickey. You'll love to see it. Okay. Oh, we need to look at the cameras so the game can give us a tutorial. There we go. Happy? Okay, I think I need to be out of Freddy when I look at the cameras.
Those boxes on your minimap are nearby security cameras. When movement is detected by the camera's motion sensors,
Okay, back in.
you should see red alert icons. Switch between the cameras to find a safe path out of the office and to the main lobby.
Okay, we are out, and I'm going to take this as an opportunity to pause the game. I'm going to hydrate myself, and I'm going to read a bunch of stuff which has come through while I was trying to explain all of that. So, we had a resubscription from David Barron TV. Oh no, this is the one saying wall gameplay. I think I did actually read that out. Thank you very much, David Barron. Thank you for the 100 bits from the Greeny Cat Meanie 5. You're like the only person I enjoy FNAF. I guess whose FNAF content you enjoy. Thank you very much. Legato Iro cheered 100 bits, saying Gregory needs to get out of the Pizzaplex so he can get to the hospital and get some treatment. Yes, he does. He desperately needs some medical attention. Hopefully he can sell the story of everything that happened here today to the press so that he can finally pay for his medical bills. And thank you, MyMels, for the 20 bits, saying Freddy has been jailbroken. Indeed. He's finally free. And thank you, Tango Dango, for the 3 months at tier 1. Thank you very much. And Grapes45 by the bunch has redeemed a hydration check, which I am definitely going to take. Sorry, that was very aggressive because I accidentally banged my desk. I didn't mean it to be so aggressive. Do I play with keyboard or controller? I play with controller. Okay, let's go. So this next section is thankfully very easy because we've got Freddy. I am actually probably going to wait for Chica to go around the building a little bit, though. Because if you walk past her now, even if you're inside Freddy, she will follow you. And if you don't open the next gift box fast enough, she will kill you. So just to avoid that happening, let's wait for her to go. And Denny TD asks, will Freddy's battery ever run out? No. Freddy is now infinite battery, because the tutorial wanted him to have infinite battery so you couldn't die in the tutorial, and because we never technically ended the tutorial, the game will just leave us with infinite power. However, it does say low power, which is pretty annoying. There's nothing we're going to be able to do about that for quite a while.
No, wait, I'm still here. Now what am I supposed to do?
How unfortunate, Gregory. You missed your chance, but there is still hope.
I will try and do as much of the run outside Freddy as possible, just so that you don't have to look at low power the entire time.
Try not to draw attention to yourself.
Okay, this is the gift box we need.
I will help you find it. I promise.
Now we're going to use another Freddy camera adjustment here, because we need to get through the welcome gates, and they're in this direction. Yes, we have infinite low power. Okay, here we go. And once you pick up that present, Chica will always spawn over here eating trash. So that is why picking up that present is important if you accidentally get Chica chasing you, because it will despawn her and move her over here.
Access the lobby. Unfortunately, that complimentary entry ticket does not allow you to enter.
Okay, so now I'm going to get the magnet, and I'm going to get the daycare security pass. Or the daycare, just daycare pass, right? I'm going to get the magnet and the daycare pass so that we can get into daycare. And that is all very easy to do. This is actually possible to do even without Freddy. It's just a little bit safer with Freddy because you don't need to worry about people like that security bot. So if that security bot calls Chica, and it's very easy to get caught by him because you can't see where he is, if that security bot calls Chica, you can die very easily. Okay, So let's go get our free mystery prize. I wonder what it's going to be. Very nice. And this particular buggy or stroller is very useful because it will always face us directly towards this button. Which is very useful for getting back out. Okay, now where's Freddy? Where are you, Freddy? Buddy? Where are you? There you are. Okay, I want to be facing this direction. Nice. Okay, so now we've got to use the magnet on the ticket machine in this building. That should be pretty stress-free, given we do have an infinite battery Freddy on our side. Yes, both Freddy and Gregory can only look in one direction. I've basically made it no mouse movement or no camera, no right stick movement. So basically, things I cannot do, okay? I cannot turn Gregory's head. I cannot turn Freddy's head. I cannot turn any controllable thing's angle in any way. That means I can use the security cameras, but I cannot turn the security cameras. I cannot turn the pizza bot in the pizza making minigame. I cannot turn the guns in the Monty fight. Anything that requires us to adjust our angle, we're not doing. So we basically just cannot use our stick at all. It's a mouseless run. It's a no right stick run. It is a no camera movement run. What ending are we getting? We are getting the true ending at 6 a.m. We're getting the true ending, and we're not just running to the true ending. We're getting the true ending at 6 a.m. We're doing it properly.
It ain't my pass.
Try that terrible magnet you found.
Okay, magnet deployed.
Yes, the magnet scrambled the machine.
Hey,
Oh,
we
man.
get a daycare pass.
Some kind of daycare pass?
That is great news. I will meet you in the daycare. The entrance is on the second floor balcony.
Now, for later, we want to open this up. It just actually saves us a little bit of time later on. There we go. Hello, Chica. We won't be seeing Chica again for quite a while. She's not really a factor in this run. So we finally made it, chat. We made it to daycare. Now, with daycare, there's a lot to explain. I'm going to leave Freddy right here. So, do you remember there was a cutscene trigger that we just skipped? There was a cutscene trigger that we just skipped to make sure that Freddy doesn't get taken away from us until after daycare. Well, there is another cutscene trigger here that we also don't want to activate. If we go anywhere near this door while inside Freddy, it will activate the cutscene that normally plays when you escape daycare. Because as far as the game is concerned, if you're in Freddy and you're at this door, you must have just finished daycare because the game takes Freddy away before daycare. So you must have finished it. So the cutscene will play that happens when you complete daycare. Now, that cutscene has some good elements and it has some bad elements. The good elements is that it will give us the ability to call Freddy whenever we need him, which is very handy. And the other good element is that it will stop saying low battery on our screen. It will finally get rid of the really annoying low battery on our screen. Those are the good things. The bad things are that it has 2 additional triggers. And both of those triggers will either be not useful to us right now, or it will actively harm us right now. One of the triggers is that when you finish daycare, Moon will chase you. And Moon will chase you up until you either recharge or until a certain amount of time elapses, and then he will just kill you. If you use this cutscene early, the trigger to stop him chasing you will never happen. You will have used it up when there wasn't even a Moon chasing you. So, if I complete daycare and I get this trigger before completing daycare, Moon will hunt me down until I'm dead. Giga Moon will not let me live. So we really don't want to invoke Giga Moon. And there's another thing that I'm going to keep a mystery for now, which this cutscene trigger also does, that we also want to save. So for now, we're just going to stay away from daycare. We're not going to activate this cutscene, and we're not even going to do the daycare sequence. We're just going to save the game, and we're going to do something else. I'm also going to quit to the main menu while I remember, because we need to do that, believe it or not. Okay, we're now loaded back in. So yes, this is now where we get to the big brain time. Because if we don't do daycare, because for a start, daycare requires us to hit a bunch of generators that are at all sorts of awkward angles, and getting Freddy down there requires us to cross this cutscene trigger, because we don't have the ability to call Freddy. So the only way to get him down there is to just, I guess, like, walk him down somehow? I'm not sure. There's no way to get Freddy down there right now, which would be useful. And anyway, it would be really complicated to get our angle lined up and then go through an entire maze without moving our camera, to press a generator, then leave again, adjust our angle, go back into the maze, press another generator, leave, adjust our angle, do it again. It would be a nightmare. So we're going to leave daycare. But that raises an issue, okay? Daycare gives us two very good things. It gives us the ability to call Freddy, and it also gives us a level 1 security pass. Now, this game has a security pass system where certain parts of the game are locked behind higher and higher security pass doors. We are basically locked in all the rooms you've seen so far. We are locked in those. There's nowhere else we can go because everything beyond this point requires security level 1. And we have security level 0. So if we're not going to do daycare, we need to get a security level 1 pass from somewhere else. Otherwise, we're basically soft-locked. If we somehow manage to clip into the atrium, we would never be able to get back because we don't have a security pass. We would never be able to get anywhere else because they also require security passes. So we would basically be stuck. So we need to figure out a way to get a level 1 security pass and get the ability to call Freddy without using daycare. And yes, it's time for a heist. Gamers, we're doing a heist. We're going to break in. We're going to steal a security pass from somewhere else, and we're going to get back, and no one's going to be any the wiser. So what I just did there is I just exited Freddy when next to a wall. Now that is really handy, because what that does is gets his angle lined up exactly in a straight line, which can be very, very useful. So you might have seen this in my Security Breach Switch playthrough. This door originally was meant to go to the atrium, which is a very big map area that is right next to us. So when you walk here, the game attempts to load the atrium. However, my theory is that the atrium is such a big place that the game needs to deload other things. And when it deloads other things, it kind of struggles to load them back in fast enough. So if we touch this door, the game will load the atrium. And then if we just go over here and walk back into the lobby, drum roll please, it will deload the lobby. And that allows us to just go straight out of bounds. So now we are just free walking through the Pizzaplex out of bounds, and we are heading straight to Phasablast. Phasablast is our victim of choice. We are going to rob Phasablast blind and take their security pass. Phasablast is a very good place to rob, because unlike most places which have their security passes under tight lockdown, For example, the DJ Music Man security pass requires you to complete the entire DJ Music Man section. The Endo security pass is deep down in parts and services and requires you to activate a bunch of endos when you pick it up. So we don't want to do any of those. However, Phaserblast is really lax on security. Phaserblast just leaves their security pass just out in the open. You can literally just walk in and grab it. So that is exactly what we're going to do. And we are now in Phaserblast.
Gregory, they know you are here. Get the security upgrade and get out.
I've just got to hope, thank God. As I was saying, I've got to hope that my angle is right, that I can actually pick up the security pass, because otherwise that's a soft lock. But nope, we can pick up the security pass. And now we can leave. Pick up the note on the desk. I'm not going to pick up the note on the desk. We're getting out of here. This is a heist. Oh no. Chat. It's the fuzz. The police. They figured out what we were doing. Okay, I'm going to have to sneak past them. 1 second. They can't know. Okay, and quickly. Okay, we're in the lift. We're in the lift. We did it, gamers. We did it. But I've got some terrible news. If we took this lift up to the atrium, there's a policeman waiting for us. They've got the exits sealed off. If we tried to go up there, they would want a party pass from us. And we don't have a party pass. So we would be stuck in Phaserblast. So this would be the end of the run, unfortunately. But all hope is not lost, chat. Because if only we could deload, if we could somehow deload out of Phaserblast, then we'd be able to escape. But unfortunately, the game is so well made that there isn't a way to do that, so we'll need to think of something else. 1 second, I'm thinking. Do you have any ideas, chat? Oh! Maybe I loaded my old game. I don't. Somehow I'm back in daycare. I don't know how that happened. But it looks like we escaped. Chat, we got away unscathed. We are free. And Freddy? Oh no, chat. They got him. They got Freddy. We managed to escape, but Freddy got caught in their clutches. We've got to get him out. We've got to get our boy out of police custody. Let's go. We need to save him. So now that we've got a level 1 security pass, we can actually get to the atrium just as the game intended. So that is what we're going to do. However, one thing to keep in mind is that Chica is gonna be here. So guess what? Actual security camera usage. We're actually using the security cameras in Security Breach so that I can make sure the coast is clear before I walk backwards out of this door. Because I need to make it to the lift and I need to know that it's safe to do so. Chica, you better stop. Chica? Okay. Whew. Now we've just got to wait for it to clear out. While we wait, I can answer Bonus Tone's question. What inspired you to get into making content? I've always just liked making content. I've always just liked making videos. And I also like being silly. And so making silly videos was a perfect combination. That's basically the extent of it. Okay, so she's now gone. I can just walk to the lift, or walk to the elevator, if you're American, and press the button, and we are out. We sadly still don't have Freddy, but we're working on that.
Did you know that everyone loves pizza? Yes, it's true. Based on a double-blind study,
Did you watch Glastonbury? I did not.
and scientists, 100%
I don't have a TV license. I don't watch television.
even people with
I don't have my telly plugged into the signal thing. I literally, my TV is unplugged. I only use it for video games. Yep. In England, you need a TV license to watch BBC programs because it's funded by the taxpayer. So you need to pay a fee every year, basically to fund the BBC. I don't watch television, so I don't pay that fee because that would be a waste of money. Okay, let's meet Mapbot. He's still here. Or is it a she this time? It's a he.
Take this map. Take a map.
Nice.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, Mapbot.
Please enjoy. Free map.
Have you ever been interested in playing Omori? I've got some incredible news for you, my Mels. I have a full playthrough of Omori on this very Twitch page. You've just got to look in my highlights. I guess if you look in my collections, it will have a playlist of Omori. I've done it. You can watch it. Well, I'm sure that the TV license is worth it if you watch television. But as I don't, I'm not going to pay £100 a year for nothing. So no. Okay, so chat. Freddy has been captured. Now, I did negotiate with him that there is a vent, an escape route via vent. So I'm going to have to check the vent to see if Freddy managed to escape. That was our plan B, our backup escape route. Freddy! Freddy, did you take the vent?
When you enter an area where you do not have a locator map signal,
Freddy, where are you?
unable to reach your location,
You know what?
you can update your minimap at a
It smells of Freddy. I can smell wet bear hair. Maybe Freddy did come through here after all. Freddy? Are you here? Freddy? Did you escape after all? I can hear something. Freddy? Freddy, my boy? Oh my god, Freddy, you made it! The boy is safe. The boy escaped. He did it! Freddy, I'm so glad you're here. So yes, going into that vent and leaving again gives you the ability to call Freddy. And the reason why is hilarious. So you need to do a lot of stuff to get the ability to call Freddy. Like I say, you need to do the entire daycare section to get Freddy. But there's a section coming up where the game removes Freddy from you. It takes Freddy away. And so what they did is they programmed a trigger that if you pass through this trigger, it will take Freddy away. But obviously, if you decide, actually, I don't want to do this section, they don't want to just delete Freddy. So if you go in and come back out, the game will add Freddy back into your inventory, basically. So even if you don't have Freddy when you go in, if you enter and exit, the game will just give you Freddy with the ability to call him, with everything unlocked, just by going into and out of that vent. So even though I'd lost Freddy and I didn't have the ability to call Freddy, now I do. Now I can call my boy whenever I want. It's good to have you back. Yeah, I would maybe have added a caveat that you need to have Freddy with you when you go in for any of that to work, but I'm not a game designer, so what can I say? So, now we have basically circumvented daycare entirely. We have one security pass, and we have Freddy, and we have the ability to call Freddy. So we've basically done everything that the game would have given us in daycare. However, we're not done yet. You know what felt so good? You know something that I've got a real taste for now? crime. I just don't think I can stop doing heists. I think I want to do another heist. Let's do some more crime. So, just like we broke into just like we broke into Phasablast and stole their security pass, we're now going to do the exact same thing to Monty Jolf. More heists. A double heist. The rare double heist. They said it couldn't be done. But I am going to save first. Come on, let's go. We're on a crime spree and nothing can stop us. What's your opinion on the new DLC coming out? I'm glad that they seem to be leaning more towards horror. I'm glad that it's free. I guess it's free, so like, what can I say bad about it, right? It's a free DLC. That's only a good thing. So yeah, I guess I'm positive. I'm positive on it. Okay, we're already all lined up. Ruin is free. It's free DLC. Yeah. Okay, so let's deload the lobby again. Trashy Panda says, stop, this is the Phas Police. You're under arrest for stealing. Oh, you just wait, Trashy Panda. You haven't seen the last of these stealings. We're going to steal so much more. But first, we've actually got some redemptions. We've got some channel point redemptions. And one of them is a very special one that I need to redeem on a separate screen. So, here we are. We're on a separate screen. So let me read all the things that have come in since we did our first heist. MyMels has cheered 10 bits, saying Fredo's been arrested for kidnapping and robbery. Sure has, but we got him back. MyMels then cheered 100 bits, saying, would you ever be interested in playing Amori? Which I answered, so that's good. And then a hydration check came in from Dot Past. So I'm now going to hydrate. There we go. Hydrating nicely. Good stuff. Okay. And that isn't the only one. Blyna Fros redeemed Hydration Cool. So now it's time to hydrate cool. Are you guys ready? Now it's time to hydrate in a cool way. God damn, I'm cool. Thank you very much to Blyna Fros for redeeming Hydration Cool. Okay, let's get back to the game. And thank you, The Real Scuffed Gamer for the 100 bits saying love your videos. You're very welcome. And Huffle Ryan for the 20 bits. Thank you very much to both of you. It's weird to say you're welcome when someone says love your vids. Isn't that weird? That was maybe a weird way to reply. Thank you is what I meant to say. Thank you. Not you're welcome. Oh god. Thank you, Real Scuffed Gamer. Okay, let's go back to the game. Here we go. Maybe a little. It was a little bit strange. Okay. You know what? While we're here, I'm also going to put some more water and some ice cubes in my drink because it's running out. And I feel like we're going to be in this for the long haul. So I will be right back. 1 second. Oh, that's good. Water filled with ice cubes just hits differently, you know? Oh my god, what's happened when I was away? Why are you all subscribing and donating when I'm not even at the computer? What are you doing? Okay, so you got another 20 bits from Huffle Ryan. Thank you very much, Huffle Ryan. Tasakli resubscribed for 1 month. That is 5 months now, saying yippee. Item Crafting cheered 300 bits, says the train of hype approaches. Hasten its arrival. Thank you very much, Item Crafting Live. Thank you very much. Oh, the hype train has already begun. We're 58% through the first level of the hype train already. If you didn't know, by the way, a hype train, if you subscribe with at the time a hype train is happening, you get an exclusive global emote that you can use on any Twitch channel. So if you find that you don't have enough money to subscribe to people very often, subscribing during a hype train is a good time because you will then just unlock permanent global emotes. So it's pretty good. Thank you to Arakuno for subscribing with Prime. Thank you to the real the real scuffed gamer for giving out a community sub. Thank you to Little Pandas for subscribing with Prime. Thank you for It's Only Max for resubscribing for 1 month, saying hello, it's been a minute, how are you? It's Only Max, I'm doing great. My Mel's cheered 15 bits, saying hype train. Okay, I think we threw it. I think we've cleared it. Welcome, Blue Kitties. You got very lucky that I was looking at the chat at the exact time your message came in. Welcome, Blue Kitties. Whew. Okay, let's resume. So, we have done one heist to get a security pass from Fazablast, but I'm feeling spicy. I'm feeling like a double heist. I feel like crime cannot satiate me anymore. I need to swim in crime. I need to live, eat, and breathe crime. So, we're going to go and do the same thing in Monty Golf. Good. Okay. So we are once again out of bounds. I'm going to adjust Freddy's angle. There we go. What a beautiful view. I thought it was Jolf. Oh, sorry, did I say Jolf wrong? Sorry, I meant Jolf. So, the way we get to Monty Golf is quite precise. So, we want to navigate around the daycare lobby. And we want to end up just to the left of the daycare shutters. It's actually quite a small area, and I hope I get it. It's about here. Please? Wait for stuff to load in. Okay, we did it. Good. Okay, this area of out of bounds is quite precise. But we did it. Good stuff. Thank you, Mr. Pogtato, for cheering 10 bits, saying here's 10 free pennies. I will take the 10 free pennies. And thank you, Item Crafting Live, for subscribing with Prime. Welcome. The hype train has now reached level 2. Thank you, guys. Will this be a YouTube video? It most certainly will. Okay, I'm a little bit scared. Going too close to this curved wall, the game will just suck you through it. I'm not lying. The game will suck you straight through this wall. And you don't want to be back in bounds. At least I don't want to be back in bounds. So, you've got to be very careful about where we stand. We want Freddy to align us in this direction. That's not ideal. That is not the best angle in the world. I want him to turn. Okay, I think this is the best angle we're gonna get. Because I think if I try and make Freddy turn anymore, I will fall out of bounds. Okay. This is gonna be tight. So, there's basically a hole in the floor here. And I don't really want to fall down there. If I do fall down there, it's probably okay. But I feel safer if I don't. The reason why I took Freddy with me is because I need to adjust my angle to do this run. Okay. This is going to be fine. Okay, if you could do a quick prediction about whether I can get into Monty Jolf, if I can get into Gator Jolf without messing it up, then feel free. We're not walking on walls anymore. We are walking out of bounds, but no more wall inspections. Okay. I'm going to attempt the trick in just a few seconds. I don't know if the prediction is happening because all I can see is the hype train right now. Okay, there it is. Will he get into Jolf without failing? Yep. Because there's a chance I could get stuck in bounds somewhere I don't want to be. There's a chance I could fall entirely out of bounds. There's a ton of stuff that can go wrong. I have to do quite a long run to reach Monty Jolf. It's quite far away. I basically need to run around the entire outside of daycare without the game loading back in, and then also contest with the fact that Gator Golf is actually really far away from everything else. Okay, the prediction has been done. Let's go for it. Ready? Let's go. Okay, so far so good. I'm running for this metal shutter that is directly ahead of me. And then I will fall. That fall is planned. And then I will just keep going in roughly the same direction and hope the game doesn't load back in. Okay, now we can see the two entrances to Monty Golf. For whatever reason, the first one is a decoy. Don't go to that one. You want to go to this one and then stand somewhere that is safely in bounds like here. And we did it. Hello, Freddy. Now we've just got to wait for Gator Golf to load in. It takes a while. There it is. We are in Gator Golf. Now, our goal is, if you can see, there's a sign down there that says Monty's Gator Golf. That sign is where we're going. My not very good computer really doesn't like Monty Golf. It runs at about 10 frames per second. Maybe this is more like 30. I'm not sure. Anyway, we go in this 0 security level door, and then into this one.
Office is nearby. You might want to look around the office and see if there is a way to stop Monty from hunting you.
And there we go. Yeah, it probably doesn't look that bad on stream, honestly. Okay. This is a pretty good angle. So, chat, it's time to do more crime. I am going to steal yet another security pass. I'll read out the subs when I finish this heist. So give me a moment, everybody. Okay, we're busting in.
They know you're here.
Okay, the fuzz apparently know we're here. But that doesn't matter. We've got to be quick, in and out. We also want this.
What's this?
Because this is the camera.
Looks like an old camera.
There we go. A double heist. Is that a triple heist? If this heist was a double heist, does that make it a triple heist?
Keep in mind that it will not work on Monty.
So now we have the camera? Question mark? There it is. Now we have the camera weapon. Not to be confused with the camera that I'm not using. This weapon is fine. It is just called a camera. It's got a Faz cam. And what this can do... Okay, it can normally upset animatronics, but apparently Freddy has eyeballs of steel and wasn't affected this time. Usually that will hurt Freddy, but not this time. Let's get inside. Okay, I'm now going to adjust my camera angle so that I can hopefully escape Monty Golf a little bit easier. It is kind of like it is kind of like an EMP, yes. Prison toughened him up. After his time in the can, Freddy is no longer faced by flashing lights. Okay, now doing this walk without looking is kind of awkward. Oh god, I'm lost. Okay, I think I'm going in the right direction. Good. Okay. We are out. Let's get out of here. Why don't you charge Freddy here? Because... So, Freddy obviously has infinite battery, so there's no practical reason to charge him. But you may think, hey, wouldn't charging him get rid of the low power? And yes, if I charged him, it would get rid of the low power. However, because we never completed daycare, I think that's the trigger, because we never completed daycare, the game hasn't activated any of the recharging stations. So we actually can't use any of them. None of them work. That's why. So now we just gotta leave. Oh no, chat. It's just like what I feared. The police! They've got the exits locked down again! They've built barricades! So we need a party pass to exit, and we don't have a party pass. This is normally meant to prevent you from entering Monty Golf. However, it also prevents you from exiting. And, although there were many ways to deload Monty Golf in older patches, in current patch, which is what I'm playing on, there aren't any ways to deload Monty Golf that we know of. So what that would mean is that once again, we're stuck and the run is dead. However, it was at this point in my research that I discovered a little bit of a trick. So, let me ask you a question. If you've ever played Security Breach, have you ever pressed the button to call Freddy, and he suddenly appears a million miles away and has to run all the way over to you? Or have you ever pressed the button to call Freddy, and he appears on the opposite side of a gate, and you're like, Freddy, I can't get to you. What are you doing there? Come here. Well, if you get inside Freddy and call him at the same time, he will do exactly that, but he will take you with him. So now, we're on the other side of the barrier. We basically got inside Freddy at the same time he teleported, and we teleported past the barrier. So that is called Freddy Warps, and it is immensely powerful. Freddy Warps can basically break the game as much as the Freddy deloads did in the original patch. So there used to be a trick in this game in the very first patches where if you jumped and got inside Freddy, it would deload the entire world. That would basically let you go anywhere you wanted. Well, Freddy Warps are basically the same. They will let you go anywhere you want. All you need to do is face in the opposite direction, have Freddy nearby, and then call Freddy and get into him at the same time, and Freddy will most likely teleport to wherever it is you want to get to, and you will go with him. So once again, we've broken out, but we still have a problem. And that is that these gates require security level 3, and we only have security level 2. So once again, yet another barricade, yet another problem. Another problem is that when you call Freddy, let me demonstrate. When you call Freddy using a Freddy Warp, he can walk through gates just fine. So if I did this, he would appear on the other side, but then he would walk through the gate. Which means that we can't warp onto the other side, because he walks through the gate before we have control of him. There's basically an animation that plays when you get inside of Freddy where you have no control over the boy. So that would mean that we can't get through these gates because he will just walk through them before we have a chance to stop him. However, for some reason, this gate that I am next to right now, Freddy will never walk through. I don't know whether this used to be a wall, and so the AI thinks that there's a wall here, but the AI for Freddy doesn't know how to walk through this grate. So if we do the exact same thing, I did it too late. 1 second. Come on, Freddy. You can see he's having to take the long way around. So all we do is we do that again. And he will try and go through this door, but we get control before he can do it. So now we are finally on the other side of the door. So we're out. We're in the atrium. There's one more barrier we need to contest with, which are these gates here. These gates also block our way, but we can just do the same thing. Again, Freddy warps are the most broken thing in the game. We can just keep doing Freddy warps, and now we are all the way in the atrium. We have escaped. There were 3 entire barriers, 3 entire invisible walls that were stopping us from escaping Monty Golf. But with the power of Freddy warps, none of them exist. We can just teleport past everything. So now, with a scenic view of the atrium. Here we go. With a scenic view of the atrium, let me explain something. So, Freddy warps are so powerful that we could end the game right now. In fact, we could have entered the game as soon as we got into the daycare lobby. The game basically falls apart once you have the ability to do Freddy warps. So it's once you get the ability to call Freddy. So once we went into that vent and back out again, we can just finish the game right now without moving our camera. However, my taste for crime hasn't been satiated. I want to do more crime. I want to keep doing crime forever. So, we're not going to just finish the game right now. This run is a true ending 6 a.m. playthrough. So we're not just going to go to the true ending. We're going to go to the true ending and do it at 6 a.m. We're going to do it properly. So, let me explain to you the things that are required to get 6 a.m. So, as far as I'm aware, to the best of my knowledge, to get 6 a.m., you have to install Roxy's eyes. To install Roxy's eyes, you need to go down into the... Well, you need to do the Roxy getting hit by a go-kart cutscene, or just get down into that area and take the eyes. But to get the eyes and escape, you need a screwdriver, because you need to undo one vent. There's one vent at the end of the Roxy sequence that you need to unscrew with the screwdriver. And that is the actual reason we're doing all the heists. Because we need 4 security passes so that we can get a screwdriver. And then we can do Roxy, and then we can do the eyes, and then we can do 6 a.m., and then we can do Afton. So we are committing a crime spree like Fazbear Entertainment has never seen before, all so that we can steal one screwdriver.
For your safety, please stay clear of the doors.
For a second there, when King Curtis said worse than Afton, I thought someone in the chat was like, wait, is Afton in this game? And I thought I'd accidentally just spoiled that Afton was in the video game. Yes, Afton is in the video game. Okay, I'm refilling my water. Hopefully Chica doesn't kill me, because I haven't saved in quite a while. Nice. You know what? Shall we live life dangerously? Shall we just run over to daycare without getting in Freddy? Oh, man. What a daredevil. I'm sick of looking at low power, so I decided I would do it without Freddy. Alright. Freddy, come over here. I do need to save the game again. Just for safety. Because we are about to do yet another piece of out of bounds. And like all out of bounds, it can go very wrong. We can end up lodged inside a cabinet. We can end up falling out of bounds. It's not a good time. So we definitely want to save our game. Okay, but now we do actually need Freddy. Where are you, buddy? Where did I leave you? There you are. Okay, I want him facing in roughly this direction. I think that'll be... Oh, that's perfect, actually. That is the perfect angle. So, we are going to do our third and final heist. No, I'm a big liar. It isn't even our final heist. We've got more heists to come. We're going to do our third heist. Yes, by the way, in case you haven't guessed it yet, this is now a race to get 6 a.m. We are basically skipping, by doing all these heists, we are skipping a huge chunk of the game. We are skipping almost everything that would give us trouble. I could try and see if I could do the Endo's necklace, but why bother when you can just not do the Endos? So I'm basically getting enough security passes that I don't need to engage with the Endos. I don't need to engage with difficult security rooms. We're just going to race to 6 a.m. and defeat Afton without moving the camera. So, next up, we're going to be stealing from Chica a second time. I'm adding insult to injury. We're going to be stealing from Chica again. This time in Chica's basement. Now, what's the easiest way to get to Chica's basement? Well, it's by deloading and going underneath the lobby, which is where Chica's basement is. Now, that could be quite difficult, except for the fact that when you load the atrium, the game doesn't only deload the lobby. For some reason, the game deloads the lobby and the bathrooms, even though the bathrooms are right here. Wow. Honestly, game, I'm impressed that you loaded in the bathrooms quick enough. I'm honestly quite impressed. But yes, so you use that door to get out of bounds instead. And that will lead us basically directly to Chica's basement. Imagine if the game stops letting me deload. So yes, the bathrooms do not exist. We want to fall out of bounds, please. Thank you. Nice. So now we're out of bounds in the lobby. And the way to do that is to keep moving around the back walls, like this, and eventually we will fall through the floor, and we will land in the basement. And when that happens, we want to make a sprint forward. Like this. Like this. And then we want to sprint forward. We need to get past this level 3 door, because we only have level 2. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, God. Please, 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 please. Okay, we did it. We did it, we did it, we did it. Thank goodness. That is a very easy area to get softlocked. If you accidentally end up in these stairs, or in this cabinet that is behind us, this cabinet on the right, or if you end up inside this thing, it's very easy to get softlocked. So I can't move the camera. That is correct, Diamond Blizzard. I cannot move my camera at all. If the game adjusts my camera, that's fine. But I cannot adjust my camera. Okay, we are now going to save the game again. And it's time for crime. Can I get this security pass with my current camera angle? I don't think I can. Okay, I need Freddy to adjust me. There we go. That'll definitely be fine. Nice. So, here's a thing about this section that I need to explain. We are currently locked in a room. Once we pick up the security pass, we get locked in a room. All the save points deactivate. All we can do is press this button and start a minigame where we make pizza. Chica will be banging on this door, and we need to make pizza to escape. But guess what? The pizza minigame is impossible without moving the camera. The very first place you need to go to, you cannot interact with without moving the camera. So, this would be a security pass that we could never do. Except, we have a very powerful weapon on our side, don't we? We have Freddy. So, you saw Chica actually going into the room up there, briefly.
There's only one.
So we can just leave. We do not need to engage with that at all.
But I have good news. It looks like you can access the Fazbear Online Pizza delivery system through that console.
What? How is that supposed to help?
Chica loves
God, that frame rate. So we have now escaped. Once again. And we are on the run. So yeah, that room basically locks us in there. And won't let us leave until we do the pizza minigame. However, by Freddy warping out, we don't need to do the pizza minigame. We basically don't need to do anything. We can just leave. Just casually leave. Welcome to one of the streams, Big B. While we take this elevator ride, let me read out some of the chats and bits that have come in. OG, let me see how far back this goes. Okay. Kathy Knight asserted dominance. Your dominance has been acknowledged, Kathy Knight. Tango Dango gave some bits. Thank you very much. Hollow Locked said, hey BS, so does the turnaround done by entering Freddy count as camera movement? No. This is basically a run where we can't do any camera movement. But if a cutscene, or if Freddy himself moves the camera for us, that isn't camera movement. So it's fine. Max Brick Official resubscribed. That is 8 whole months. Says, hi, Backseat. I'm watching from Busch Gardens, Tampa. Oh, is that in Florida? How's the challenge going so far? It's actually going pretty well. We're over halfway through the challenge, I think. I can't remember if I said Kathy Knight asserted dominance, but if I didn't, Kathy Knight, your dominance has been acknowledged. Huffle Ryan cheered 10 more bits. Then OG Silverstar cheered 10 bits, saying, I have arrived. Welcome, OG Silverstar. The Real Scuffed Gamer gave another 100 bits, saying Freddy is so broken. Definitely is. And hi, Malika Boy here. Says, Freddy is the ultimate escape for all problems. He is the solution. Indeed. I've got a hydration check from Enchanted Coffee. I will hydrate right now. I desperately need it. And Lucy Luff cheered 100 bits, saying, hello, I just got here and have no idea what's going on. So, to explain for anyone who's new, we are completing Security Breach with the true ending at 6 a.m. without moving my camera at all, without moving Gregory's head. Basically, imagine Gregory has no neck. He is stiff as a board. He is a plank of wood, and he cannot turn his neck at all. That is the sort of Gregory we're playing at. He cannot look up. He cannot look down. He cannot look left or right. He basically moves like a crab. Only sideways and backwards and forwards. He cannot turn. The same goes for Freddy when we're controlling him. However, if we get in and out of Freddy and the game changes our camera angle, that is fine. Similarly, if a cutscene happens, which adjusts our camera angle, that is fine. And as we've seen in the early parts of the run, often those cause us more problems than they do good. Those cutscene changes often are very problematic. So it is not a benefit most of the time. Okay, we need to escape from here now, but the door out is security level 4. So once again, we're trapped. Now we could use a Freddy warp, probably to get through this door. But look. We can't let Freddy get us out of all of our problems. So instead, we're going to do some cool platforming. There we go. Whoops. I shouldn't have said there we go before I did the cool thing. There we go. Now we're free. For some reason, Salads and Sides is open. And that means that we can escape. If Salads and Sides wasn't open, then we would be in big trouble. But thankfully, it is open, so it's all fine. Another nice thing about the game as it currently stands is that the game has no idea what time of day we are. As far as the game is concerned, I think it's still 12. Yeah, I think it's still 12, so it's still midnight. So the game hasn't spawned any enemies. This entire area has no staff bots. So this is very, very stress-free. Where's the lift? Here it is. I can hear it. Nice. Very good. So it's actually very, very chill. Almost the entire game doesn't have any staff bots right now. It's only really Chica in the lobby who exists. Everybody else doesn't exist. You can ignore that anyone else exists. It is Chica in the lobby and just an army of staff bots just on break. Thank you for the hydration, Mr. Wolfos. I will hydrate right now. Oh, that's good. Brimlock says it's going to get harder the more you play like this. Brimlock, let me tell you something. You're not wrong. So something that kind of happens that we will see shortly is, I guess the more we do stuff like this, the game starts to get a little bit more upset every single time. And by the time we get to the end of the game, things can get weird. Things do get strange. So we will see that probably as we get towards the end of the game. We also have another problem. And the other problem is this. So, as an example of how upset the game gets, we kind of left the Chica section before we completed it. The Chica section breaks all the saves because it's like a danger time. So all the saves turn off. Because we didn't complete that section, the saves are now just broken. Because we never resolved that situation. So now all the save points are broken, which means that we're going to need to do this next part in one go. There's no room for error. So yeah, it's kind of scary. But the cops disabled our save, exactly. They basically froze our funds. They broke our bank account. We now can no longer save. So chat, you know what time it is? It's time we actually do daycare. We're actually going to do it. We're going to walk in because we don't want Freddy to go over that cutscene trigger. That is still there. And so our final security pass of the run, the final heist, is daycare. The long-awaited daycare heist. Here we go. Hello, son. Okay, son, I'm gonna have to dip. No. No. Okay. That can be dangerous because we can't move our camera. So if he keeps us in a loop where we're nowhere near those, that can get hairy pretty quick. Freddy, I need you. Thank you. Okay. So we now have Freddy inside daycare. Sunny's also with us. Okay, now we want to take this security pass. And there's a lot of very convoluted things that need to happen for us to be able to take the security pass and escape. First things first is we need to get Freddy inside this area. We need to get Freddy behind the security guest. We need to get Freddy behind the security desk. Oh god, have I got myself stuck? No, thank god. Because once we take the security pass, invisible walls will appear on either entrance. So once we take the security pass, if Freddy is outside this area, we can't get to him. So we really need Freddy to be inside this area. And the game... Let me show you. I'm pressing X to get out of Freddy. The game doesn't let you exit Freddy in this area. So you can't get out of Freddy in this area. But we need Freddy in this area. So that is a problem. However, they missed a spot. Right here, there's a spot where you can get outside of Freddy. Right there. As far as I'm aware, that is the only spot. There's one little spot where you can exit Freddy. So now we have Freddy where we need him. Let's take the security badge and start the cutscene. And let's do something funny while we wait. Okay, I hope you're ready for something funny. God damn it. So yeah, if you get out of Freddy while the sun cutscene is playing, the game, I guess, doesn't know whether you're inside Freddy or outside Freddy when the game resumes again. So this happens. However, I think we can just get back inside Freddy. I hope we can. Yes, we can. We can just get back inside Freddy and it resets everything. So don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. We do want to exit Freddy again, though. And what else are we going to do? We're going to Freddy warp out of here. However, this is the most high-stakes Freddy warp yet, because the saves are broken. And if we fail this, there's no way to get Freddy back in here. So if we accidentally call Freddy and he teleports without us, we're stuck here, and we need to restart from Chica's basement. So, let's hope I don't mess up this Freddy warp. Wish me luck. Oh, thank God. Okay, we did it. We're out. Okay, we're out of the daycare play area. We can now finish the section. And guess what? When we go up here, we're going to start the daycare escape sequence. Which means that now when we activate this cutscene, everything is going as normal. As far as the game is concerned, we've progressed the game as normal, nothing weird has happened, and everything is nicely on track. We finally completed 12 midnight. We've done it. We've got to 1 a.m. Finally. Gigamoon has been thwarted. We satiated the Gigamoon by making sure we didn't hit that trigger until now. So now the moon will stop chasing us because we hit the cutscene trigger. So there is now no Gigamoon. We killed Gigamoon. He has been defeated. I mean, admittedly, we defeated him by giving him what he wants. We just did the things normally. So, is that really a defeat? But either way, we don't die. So, I'll take it.
It's like the whole place is trying to get me.
I am not.
Why?
No more low power? Chatter? You're correct. We finally don't have low power. Finally. After how long have we been streaming?
You're different.
How many hours have we been streaming? 2 hours? 2 hours and 20 minutes? We finally don't have low power. We finally have everything clean.
5 hours? I'm not gonna last 5 minutes.
Gregory is not going to last 5 minutes.
Separated again. You can always call me on your
The low
phone
power era is dead, indeed.
as long as I have power, and I am able to reach you.
Do I still have infinite power? I do. I still have infinite power. There is just now no low power battery on my screen, but I have infinite power. Still. Another thing that I was keeping a secret from you, look at that. The save points work again. And that is because the final thing that cutscene trigger does when you escape daycare is it turns the save points back on. Because when you escape daycare, that is like a danger sequence, so it turns all the save points off. And so when you activate the cutscene, it turns them back on, which means that we can now reactivate the save points by doing that cutscene at the very end. And that is the main reason why I saved daycare until the very end, is because I know that Chica breaks the save points, and I know that daycare reactivates the save points. So I save daycare to the very end so that I can turn the save points back on at the last minute. Another quite interesting thing has happened. And that is that the cutscene trigger to escape daycare doesn't do one thing, and that is turn the lights back on. So you might notice it's a little bit more dark and scary than usual. And that is because the lights are still turned off from when we turned the lights off. Lights off, lights off. Why would you do that? We're still in that state as far as the game is concerned. We're still in lights off. So all the lights are still off in the Pizzaplex. Which does give the game a little bit more of a scary appearance. It looks a lot better. Is there going to be a crime? There's going to be one more crime, and that crime is we're going to steal a screwdriver. So we're doing one final crime. And that is actually why we opened these doors earlier. Because it just makes it a bit easier to get back to the screwdriver, that's all. It just saves a little bit of time. There we go. The final crime of the day. Stealing a screwdriver. Oh god, please let me... Okay. My angle seems to be not perfect. I'm going to adjust Freddy to be a little bit better for picking up the screwdriver, because what I do not want to do, what I definitely do not want to do, is activate the Lost and Found cutscene. Because if I activate the Lost and Found cutscene, I lose Freddy again, and everything goes to like 2 a.m. And I do not want that. We want to keep Freddy. So we don't want to activate the cutscene, which does, if you walk far enough into this room, if anyone doesn't know, if you walk too far into this room, it begins a cutscene, which sets the time to 2 a.m. and takes Freddy away from you. So what we want to do is just peek our head in, just a little bit, and steal this screwdriver without touching the cutscene. There we go. The final crime. So now we are all set to... Well, we're all set to set the time to 6 a.m., which is a requirement for this run. I'm doing the true ending at 6 a.m. So we're not just going to go straight to Afton. We need to make sure that the game is at 6 a.m. first. And to do that, we need to defeat Roxy. And to defeat Roxy, we need a screwdriver. Which is why we just did everything we did, because the door to the screwdriver is a level 4 security door. If that door was level 3, then we would do one less heist. If it was 5, we would need to find another heist. But thankfully, it's only level 4, so we are done.
Mark both locations on your fast map. It appears that you have no fast map.
Loginik says, wouldn't you say that the cutscene causes Gigamoon to automatically kill you? So the cutscene will eventually kill you if you use it up too early. Basically, if you view that cutscene when Moon isn't chasing you, then when Moon is chasing you, you've got no way to stop him. But because I viewed the cutscene when Moon was chasing me, it just erased Moon, so we don't need to worry about him. As far as the game is concerned, everything went as intended. So here's the atrium with low lights. It also kind of looks cool. I like how the atrium looks with low lighting. I'm going to really quickly just save the game. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, so people who are saying that the game looks better with the lights turned off, I agree, and I am honestly amazed that they had an entire variable for the entire Pizzaplex, that this is what it looks like when the lights are down. They had that to work everywhere, and they never used it. It is shocking to me. Okay, we're going to do one more Freddy warp to get past these barriers. There we go. Very nice. Now, this may look like I've gone to the wrong place, but actually this is great, because this leads right up to Roxy Raceway, which is where we want to go. Dang it. I was trying to be cool, but I missed the stairs. Come on. There we go. This leads right to Roxy Raceway, which is where we want to be. Let's make Freddy do a 180 and get back inside. Well, here's the thing. The moon vignette that happens. So when it's recharging time and the lights get low and the moon vignette comes on screen, the lights aren't actually off. The lights are still turned on. It's just got like a blue filter on the screen. So the game isn't in this state when that happens. The game actually has the lights on still. So they basically never use this apart from when Moon turns the lights off. And maybe something else that I can't think of, but as far as I know, that's basically the only time they use it. But look how weird and creepy the game is with the lights off. Go around here. Got a little bit lost. Not ideal. God, okay. I take it back. Maybe it's too dark. Maybe it's too dark. I take it back. Cancel everything I said. There we go. We're free. We're home. Is it less laggy with the lights off? I actually think it's more laggy with the lights off. I think when you turn the lights off, maybe they have to calculate more shadows or something, and it's actually way more laggy when the lights are off. Okay, let's get into... So basically here there's a fence that needs Monty's claws. And we don't have Monty's claws, we don't have Chica's beak, we have no upgrades for Freddy at all. So to get past this, what are we gonna do? We're going to Freddy Warp. And the Freddy Warp actually takes us right inside Roxy Raceway. We don't even need to walk in that corridor anymore. We just go straight to Roxy Raceway.
You're looking for high-speed motor mayhem. Roxy Raceway.
Let's save again.
Sign up today
Nice.
and be a winner.
Now, I'm going to give you some Roxy Raceway nighttime ambience, and I'm going to read out some more things. There we go. There's Roxy Raceway in the dead of night. There we go. Okay, I'll leave this on the screen while I read out some bits and stuff. Okay, let's have a look what we've got. So, Verst redeemed Hydration Cool. Now, sad thing is about Hydration Cool is I need to bring him on the screen, but I need to change to a different screen for that. So we're going to have to leave the game for just a second. Hello. Let's do Hydration Cool. Here we go. Ah, that's much better. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tango Dango 15, for the 25 bits, saying, will you find a Freddy in the Ruin DLC? I sure hope so. I hope that the Freddy is Bonnie. Wouldn't that be fun? If Bonnie is in that game, I hope that the Freddy is Bonnie. Lucy Luff has cheered 205 bits. That is a very precise number of bits. Saying, I've decided that I want first in cheers. Oh, that's why. You wanted to be the #1 cheerer. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you very much for the 205 bits. Thank you, 8-Bit Astronaut, for the 100 bits. And thank you, Nixel Coffee Maker, for hydrating the skeleton. I'm going to do it right now. Goodness me. I really need that hydration. I don't know why. Maybe I've been talking too loud. I don't know. But I really need to hydrate. My throat is ravaged. Okay. Back to the console. Grapes45 by the bunch has cheered 50 bits saying, what's your opinion on the FNAF movie trailer teaser? I think it doesn't look scary at all, and I don't think that's a problem. I think it's fine if it's campy and silly and a bit of a laugh. That's fine. So that's fine. I think it could be fun. I think it could be a fun movie. I don't think it's got to be scary, but I think it could be a fun movie. Okay, let's go. We're back with the game. Okay. So now we've got... Remember at the very start of the run, I said there are 2 tricks in this run that are the most difficult. And walking on top of the first aid was the first one. This is the second one. And what is very sad about this is if I fail this trick and I need to reload my save, the lights turn back on. When you quit to the main menu and reload your save, the lights turn back on. So if I want to keep nighttime, I need to do this first try, and it is very difficult. So wish me luck. So basically what we want to do now is we want to activate the Roxanne boss fight early. Because when I originally did the path for this route, I thought, you know what would be good is if we did the DJ Music Man section without moving your head, because there's a lot of hiding spots. So I bet I can very easily use hiding spots to navigate around without moving my head. And I wasn't wrong. You totally can do that. However, because of how much we've broken the game so far, DJ Music Man doesn't work. I can't say it any more simply than that. DJ Music Man doesn't work. That in that section you have to pull like 3 different levers or 4 different levers, and no matter what you do, when you get there, at least one of the levers will be broken. It will have no interact prompt. You can't do it. I've got lots of footage of me walking up to levers and just nothing happening, and then me getting very frustrated when I was trying to do the route I was going to take. So, no DJ Music Man. We're just going to activate Roxy early. And the way we do that is with some very precise platforming to get onto the track. Now, when I say it's very precise platforming, I am not kidding. And it is even more difficult when you can't move your head. So this is a difficult trick at the best of times. It is even more difficult when you can't move your head. So wish me luck, because if I get soft locked, the nighttime goes away. Is there a prediction at the moment? Or no, there isn't, because no one has numbers next to their name. Start a prediction, but if I can do it without getting soft locked. If I miss a jump, that's fine, as long as I don't get soft locked. If I get soft locked, I have to restart from the main menu and all the lights turn on, which would be a shame. Do what, says Orangutan Boy. We are trying to get onto the racetrack to activate Roxy's boss fight early. But to do that, we need to do some very precise platforming along all of this junk on the right-hand side of the screen here. So if you look at the right-hand side of the screen, you can see that there's like a dumpster, there's some tires, there's a pipe, and there's some more railings. We need to do lots of little jumps along all of those. And if at any point we fall out of bounds by accident, which is quite easy to do, we softlock the game. And if we softlock the game, I have to restart from the main menu. And while that isn't too bad for the run, it's quite an easy restart. It does mean that we lose nighttime. The lights will come back. The prediction is happening right now. It should be at the top of the screen. You're going to have to be quick, though. There's only like 10 seconds left. I maybe should have mentioned this first, but every time I practice this trick, it takes me about 10 minutes. So it's difficult. I can see a lot of believers in the chat. I should have maybe given you that information sooner. It's very difficult. Okay, let's try. This isn't bad. Okay, this can go two ways. This is either a first try, or I will softlock. Because either could happen right now. Basically, I am too far to the left. I would ideally be right next to the track right now. And I'm too far to the left, and I am sure that there's tons of holes in collision under my feet. Which means that if I fall into one of those holes, I get softlocked. But if I don't fall into one of those holes, and I get on the track first try, then that would be incredible. Here we go, let's try. I'm softlocked. This is the out of bounds area that you don't want to be. I'm softlocked. You can't get out of here. So we're going to have to restart, and the lights are going to have to come back on. Yeah, no matter how much you jump, you're stuck here. So that's a soft lock. The non-believers are getting paid big today. There were so many believers. Those non-believers are cleaning up. And now the lights are back on. Sad. Very sad. So long, scary Pizzaplex. It was good to know ya. Now we're back to the daytime. I am so sad that the game never turns the lights off in normal gameplay. It's such a cool thing. Very sad. Why would you have all these lights on when the place isn't even open? Okay. Let's try this again. Right, so here we go. I cannot believe I did it second try. I did it second try. Oh my god. If I'd have done it first try, that would have been so good. I would have been able to keep the lights off. I've never seen the Roxy cutscene with the lights off before. That would have been really cool. Man, I really wish the lights would have stayed off. But because of the way the saves work, there's no way to do that unless I go all the way back to Chica's basement, and I'm not doing that. Especially because I've never done it this quick before. This jump is a little bit tricky to get back in the racetrack. I kind of just do it by jumping a bunch. And just hope for the best. There we go. Now, gamers, I've got something very special I want you to look out for. Okay? During this next cutscene, something unusual might happen. And I want you all to tell me what it is. God damn it. Gregory, get off the road! That's a hazard! Gregory, no! Yeah, so if you activate it by standing on the track like that, it doesn't despawn Gregory, and he's just stood there. It's pretty funny. He's a race photographer? Yeah, exactly. Wow. Okay. Are you ready for a that's never happened before? The reason why I said wow was because every other time I've done this, it didn't take me down here. I had to platform my way through the hole in the floor and get down here myself. So I'm amazed that the game just took me down here this time. It's never been that generous before. So thank you, game. Thank you for your generosity. We do need those eyes, though. Thank you for the eyes. Beautiful. And I also want to save the game here, because we are about to face off against Eyeless Roxy. And actually, you know what? I'm going to move Freddy a bit closer. The thing is about Eyeless Roxy is you have to contest with her in a very small environment, and lest we forget, we cannot move the camera. So it can get a little bit scary. This is probably the only actual scary part of the entire run. Here we go. What is happening? Okay, the game is super broken. Normally it spins you around so that it shows you Roxy has gotten back up. That time it didn't. So now 2 things in a row have happened that have never happened before. So, I'm a little bit scared. I'm a little bit scared for what this could mean. Okay, so the next tactic I use to get Roxy to break this wooden door is I get out of Freddy here. I get out of Freddy and I go through this hole, and that will make her try and loop around, and she breaks the door. She breaks the door for us. Yep, there she is. Thank you very much. Yes, I've practiced this run a lot, and I have never seen that happen before. I've never seen both me get warped down after doing that, and I have never seen that not trigger a cutscene before. Okay, jump through this door, please. Jump through. Jump through the door, please. Please. Roxy. Okay, wrong direction. Can you do it over here, please? How long did it take you to plan this run? Literal months. It literally took me months to plan this route. Come on, Roxy. Jump at me. There we go. Nice. Come on, this way. Jump at me. Jump at me. Nice! Wow. Okay, that's also something I've never had before. I've never had her do so many of those in a row for me. I guess that's a good thing. Oh my god, she's already here. Okay, aggressive Roxy is maybe a cause for concern. I'm not a fan of aggressive Roxy. I've never seen her take so many swings. Oh yeah, you guys need to buckle up, because this room with the fire runs at about 2 frames per second. The fire is our biggest enemy. Ready? Oh god! Ooh! Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. Oh god! Okay, now we got to open this and get inside very quick. Open, get inside. Okay, I think we escaped. Okay, good. That is Roxanne defeated. And that vent at the end there is the entire reason why we got 4 security passes. It is the entire reason for our crime spree. Is just because we needed enough security passes to get the screwdriver to get that grate open. I guess it's a vent. To get that vent open. Does Gregory entering Freddy count as camera movement? Nope. It is, that is an animation that plays without our control. That is just an animation. Camera movement is if we do it. So, this isn't a camera movement. This is an animation that happens to adjust our camera, which is very useful. The same goes for getting in and out of hiding spots. However, chat, I've got some terrible news, and you're going to see it in just a second. I'm waiting. I'm waiting, game. There it is. There it is. Freddy no longer has infinite battery. Freddy is now a normal Freddy. He's not super infinite battery Freddy anymore. So, now the run has a little bit more tension. As we get towards the end of the run, the tension rises. Now we have to get out of here without infinite battery Freddy. So no more infinite camera adjustments. We need to be a little bit more economical. I would like to get inside Freddy rather than the stroller. Oh my god. Game? You know what? Let's just call him. Come on. Where is he? Here he is. Hi. Hi, buddy. So to reiterate, why we are getting the eyes installed is because we are trying to complete this run at 6 a.m. We're doing a 6 a.m. run.
Requires Chica's voice to activate. This
And as far as I'm aware, the only way to get 6 a.m. is to install Roxy's eyes. So we are now going back to parts and services. That is not what I need, because Freddy has a limited battery. So I really don't need him doing that.
This requires Chica's voice to activate.
Kinda scary. Okay, let's hope that this position is a little bit better. Oh god. Okay, this is worrying, because we are running down Freddy's battery by trying to do this. Okay, we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Good, 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 good. Nice one. Let's get moving. Okay, I'm actually going to do this section without Freddy, because I don't want to waste his battery. And we do, actually, because we've done so much heisting, we actually have all the security cards we need to get back. The game will just open these doors for us because we've done so much thievery, so much subterfuge, that we actually have all the passes we need to get in and out. God, that was close.
I could open this gate if I had Monty's claws.
Freddy, where are you? Are you near Phasablast?
Open this gate if I had Monty's claws.
Freddy, come here. Oh my god.
I could open this gate if I had Monty's claws.
Yeah, I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could, Freddy.
I could open this gate if I had Monty's claws.
I could open this gate if I had Monty's claws. Pendulum Kiribo raises a very good question. How are we going to get to parts and services? That is a very good question. Because we've never been down to parts and services before. We've never started the Showtime sequence before. So, the game actually doesn't have the elevator down. It doesn't work. The elevator to get down there doesn't work. Okay, finally, he's here. So we're going to have to find a different way down to parts and services. The button just doesn't do anything. I've tried. The button is red. We get a courtesy recharge, thankfully. Very nice. It is 5:40 a.m. Yes, we jumped from 1 a.m. all the way to 5:40, by the way. When in doubt, warp it out. Well, I've never actually found a way to warp down to parts and services. Parts and services is actually kind of an impenetrable fortress. It is quite hard to get down there with my experience, at least. So, we're going to get there the only way I know how,
You have seen a gambling
which is to go in the back way,
you if you say you have.
through Rockstar Row, through Freddy's room.
I have not seen her.
Because yes, those doors actually do open at 5:40. At 5:40, those back doors actually work. So we can get into parts and services by going through Rockstar Row. The only problem is we don't have a backstage pass. And the backstage pass is what would normally let us get to Rockstar Row. And I tried Freddy warping past the doors that require a backstage pass. But bad news, when I tried to deload past those doors, the game kept taking me to where you get the broken Freddy at like 2 a.m. So I couldn't find a way to get to Rockstar Row by doing Freddy warps. So instead, we're just going to backtrack. We're going to go the only way we know to get to Rockstar Row, and that is we're going to go through the tutorial backwards. We're just going to repeat the tutorial again, but backwards this time. I'm going to get past Chica, because Chica is still patrolling in here. I think. That's probably not a good sign. Chica, leave me alone, please. And believe it or not, Monty is still banging on this door. Monty is still banging in this door from the tutorial. Is Chica here? Okay, I'm gonna need to lead Chica. Oh no. Oh no. Chica, if you would have soft-locked us in a corner, I would never have forgiven you. Okay, we're going to need to be quick, gamers. What we want to do is we want to Freddy warp onto the other side of the door that has Monty banging on it. Because that is a one-way... Oh god, the battery, I forgot. Oh, this is going to be... Oh, this is going to be real bad. Okay, we're going to be quick. Oh, we're gonna die, aren't we? Oh god, oh god, oh god. No, 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 no. Okay, we've got to do the best Freddy warp I've ever done in my life. Ready? Oh my god, we did it! We did it, we did it, we did it! Monty, don't you dare. Oh my god! Wow, he's really unhappy with Chica, huh? Good God. That was the most high stakes Freddy warp I've ever done. Let's get going. Okay, back through the tutorial backwards now. This is where we would have done the chase before. Round we go. I cannot believe I did that with one battery. It must have been a second away from killing me. Am I winning? I actually am. Believe it or not, I am winning. Now, we don't want to go too far back, because that will spawn a Gigamonty. And we don't want to do that. I also realized I hadn't saved in quite a while. There's a save point here that I can save on using my bottom. So I will do that. Yes, fun fact about the save points in Security Breach. You actually can save at them even if you're looking in the exact opposite direction. You've just got to rub your bottom on it just right. There it is. And you can save backwards. So now we don't have Freddy. So now this is very high stakes. We are once again right back to where we started. Walking backwards without Freddy. Yes, remember to back up your saves. Back it up. I guess you could say that saved your butt. Do I ban you or VIP you? It's hard to say. Pretty good. I liked it, Crystal Lantern. I liked it a lot. Okay, here we go. We are now where Chica was eating trash in the bathroom. Thankfully, Chica isn't still here. Good. And now look where we are. Memories. Doesn't this just take you back? Remember when we were here? Remember when we were trying to stop Freddy from getting taken away from us? Feels good to be back. Anyway, down we go. It feels like an eternity ago. It feels like 100,000 years ago. Hello, boys. Don't mind me. Gotta walk down this entire corridor backwards now. Round we go. There's first aid on the right-hand side, I think. No, it's not. First aid is coming up. What was the point of this again? We are going to parts and services, but the main entrance to parts and services is inaccessible because we haven't done any of the stuff that would unlock it. We haven't done the Showtime sequence. We haven't gone down to the endo section or haven't got the ability to go down to the endo section. So parts and services through the main entrance is impossible right now. So we're going in the back way. If you don't know, there are 4 entrances to parts and services, and they're in each of the animatronics' dressing rooms. So we are going back to Rockstar Row, which has the dressing rooms. And we are going to enter parts and services the back way. We are breaking in, yes. Everything in this run must be looked at through the lens of crime. What kind of crime are we committing? We're definitely committing breaking and entering. The breaking part goes without saying. Oh, yeah. This door requires Freddy. Freddy? Please come all the way up here, because you've got, like, no battery left. Okay. We're going to have to be very quick, chat. We're going to have to get in Freddy, walk backwards, and get out so fast. If I can even get Freddy to appear. Okay, this is looking promising. Okay, here we go. Please, God, please, God, please, God, please. Move, 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 move. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, okay, we did it, we did it, we did it. Oh. My goodness. And luckily for us, there is a recharging station at the back of Freddy's room, I think. So we should be able to use him. Let me just save the game. We should be able to recharge him. Thank God. Oh. Well, that was odd. The save broke for some reason. Down we go. And we are heading down to parts and services. So, to give you an idea of what's coming up, we're going to go down to parts and services. We're going to put Roxy's eyes in Freddy, which will set the time to the escape sequence, which goes up to 6 a.m. And then once we hit 6 a.m., we're going to make a beeline to Afton, and we're going to bonk the boy. Very nice. Walk around here. Now, this door coming up, this door doesn't open most of the game. But because we're so late in the game, it actually does open. Amusingly, the game thinks it still doesn't open. You can see there's a red light above it. There's only a green light above this one. But despite that, it does still open. The game is a bit confused. Okay, let's save the game, and let's put those eyes in the boy. You know what? Before we put the eyes in the boy, I'm going to take a break real quick. I'm going to take 5 minutes. I'm going to hydrate. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to do a bunch of stuff, and then I'll be back. So I'll see you in a few minutes. I'm going to mute the game. If anyone joins and says, what is happening? Why is it so quiet? I'm just on break. Maybe a moderator can pin a message in chat saying I'm on break. I'll be on break for like 5 minutes, but I'll leave you looking at Freddy. Okay, see you soon. Guess who's back? Back again. Backseat's back. Tell a friend. Hello. Do you eat your sandwiches with butter or without? I would eat my sandwiches with butter, but I'm lazy and so almost never have it in the house. But I would if I could. Oh, it's my birthday? Why is it my birthday? What did I do to deserve a birthday? Documan says, how long did it take you to come up with that? It took the amount of time, but I can tell you this, it took me the amount of time between me standing in front of my chair and my bottom hitting the chair to go through this thought process. I should say, guess who's back, guess who's back. And then I was like, oh, that's a song. Oh, it's a song from Backstreet's Back. Wait, that sounds like my name. I should sing it with my name. That all happened in the time it took for me to sit down. So that's how long it took. I hope it lived up to standards. East O Beasto says, hey, Backseat, finally able to catch a stream. Love your security breach challenges. Thank you very much. And let's read some of the stuff that happened when I was away. Okay, we got one from 8-Bit Astronaut, which I think I might have read, but I'm not sure. Just started watching. Does not using cams change any major game moments or something like that? Not using your camera changes a bunch of game moments in terms that a lot of them are impossible. A lot of stuff becomes impossible. I believe the endo section is probably impossible. Maybe. The security room that takes place just before you do the Showtime sequence, where you get the Showtime CD. I think that's impossible because you need to swap between two different sides of the room, pressing buttons at two different angles, and you don't have Freddy to adjust your angle. So I think that's impossible. I also think that DJ Music Man... DJ Music Man is only impossible because it's kind of broken because of all the other stuff we've broken. There's plenty of stuff that I think is impossible, but luckily we can get around them without moving our camera, so it doesn't matter. Thank you, Nixel Coffee Maker, for the hydration. I will hydrate. And then the FNAF movie trailer thing. Maybe I've already read some of these. I got one minute ago from Lucy Luff, who says he returns. Thank you very much for the 10 bits. And another 10 bits from Huffle Ryan saying, how you have sandwich without butter. You just put two breads together and put a meats inside. And there's a sandwiches. If you can plan a route without moving your POV, then what if you can do it blindfolded? So Bendy Cool Kid, I think that I actually had this exact same thought the other day of like, wait a minute, if I'm doing the entire run without moving my camera, maybe that's the foundation for a blindfolded run. Except that a lot of my stuff requires visual reference. Like a lot of the times I do very difficult tricks that require very specific visual cues. So, for example, the very first trick where we get on top of the roof of First Aid used a visual cue. So if you were blindfolded, I don't know if you could do it. It requires a lot of visual cues. So it's not quite the same. Have you ever had spicy lemon ramen? Says Yeetus the Fetus. I bet it is delicious. It sounds amazing. Okay, let's do some Simon Says. Now, it is of the utmost importance that we don't accidentally say power upgrade, because that will set us to like 3 a.m., which we do not want to do. We want to do the ocular upgrade.
Preparing for upgrade procedure. You may now enter the protective cylinder.
If we accidentally set the time wrong, then we could, at best, incur the wrath of Gigamoon and die. At worst, well, not Gigamoon, that's TVA. That's from changing the time when you shouldn't. At the very worst, we would, at the very best, we would anger TVA Moonman and he would kill us. At the very worst, we would be stuck in a part of the game where we are now hopelessly lost. So we don't want to do that. Unique Geese, welcome! We are gaming indeed. We're looking at the grippers head on. And we're doing an upgrade on Freddo.
Let's begin by removing Freddy's face. Press Freddy's nose to remove skull housing.
Oh, is the backseat, the camera changed when you did a thing? Is that going to be the new backseat? The game glitched when you went to the save point. It's like, no, that's a canon. That's in canon. It's fine. Oh, hello, Tango Mushi's audience with 41 viewers. Thank you very much for the Tango raid. Everyone, put your helmets on. The Tango is raining down in cans and bullets. Thank you, raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome all of you. We are currently completing Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach without moving our camera. So without moving our mouse, without moving our our right stick, basically just not adjusting the camera at all. So that is the plan. We're actually right near the end of the run. I wasn't looking at the screen. God damn it. Can anyone tell me what that was? I was looking at chats. YBA. YBA, okay. It better be right, chat. Thank you very much. ABYX. Nice.
Great. Plug the replacement eyes into the open eye socket.
Yes, everyone go follow Tango Mushi. Tango Mushi makes incredible horror gaming videos. If you like Security Breach as a horror game, if you like dabbling in other horror games, Tango covers a lot of horror games, plays a lot of horror games, and has just released a video about Rule of Rose on the PlayStation 2. That is popping TF off. It has over 200,000 views, I think, now, in like only a few days. It is absolutely popping off. Sorry, it is absolutely popping off. I didn't mean to do the, it's popping off. It's absolutely popping off. So if you want to get on the Tango Mushi train, now is the time. Okay, let's put those eyes in.
Well done. Reattach the ocular connector wires.
XXA, I think. Nice. BAYB. Nice.
Time to close the faceplate.
So in case some of you haven't noticed, when I do Simon Says like this, I don't remember the final button because you don't need to. Just do the ones that you remember and then look at the screen, and the only one that hasn't been done is the button. So instead of remembering like 5, I only remember 4. And the 5th one is just on screen. It makes it way easier.
Commence testing phase.
Why? Why? I said YB. YBA. YBAB. YBABB. YBABB. Ekasa. Nailed it. Nailed it. Okay, let's finish the repair. We are done.
Where are your new eyes?
I am having a hard time
Now, bad news, gamers. I would love to save my game after that, but the save points are broken because we're actually in a danger sequence right now.
Didn't know Roxy could see through walls.
We need to escape.
Well, yeah. There was an accident in the raceway.
Is she okay?
Well, nothing.
So, we're just going to haul our bottom to the exit as fast as we can.
Good news. It is almost 6 o'clock.
Okay, let's go.
Be safe now if you find an exit.
Let's go.
But hurry.
Let's go.
Take care of
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
one last time.
Go, 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 go. Okay. So, we actually have up until 5:55 before Moon will actually spawn. So we don't need to worry about Moon killing us until 5:55. You can see the time in the top left, in the top right, sorry. Wait, what is this? Wait a minute. Wait a minute, this worked before. Chat. Uh-oh. 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 This button... What? This, Button? Button? No. This worked. When I did practice, this worked. I cannot believe it actually happened. I was so worried that something would break. Oh my god. Okay, we're going the long way. We've really got to move our bottom. We're going the long way. This is not gonna work, is it? Oh my god. We're so doomed. We're so doomed. When I did practice, that button worked. Even though I didn't activate it before, that button still worked, but not this time. Okay, chat, the race is on. My god. This is gonna be so bad. At 6 o'clock, doesn't Moon just kill you? Oh man. Am I gonna have to go through the tutorial area again? I don't know another way back to the atrium. At least not with my current loadout. Like, I don't have the backstage pass. I don't have the backstage pass, so I cannot... God. Can I at least charge? No. I don't have the backstage pass, so I cannot go through the shortcut. I think I need to go through the entire tutorial area again. I think. Yeah, the Roxy Raceway part, I'm not sure if I can get through there. The Roxy Raceway part is over here, right? But I think I need the backstage pass to access that. Yes, I do. I need the backstage pass. I can try and Freddy warp, but I don't know where it's going to take me. We can pray. That was not advantageous. In the slightest. Chat, this is very, very bad. Please, please, please. Okay, we're back there. We're back there. Please, 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 please. Okay. Okay, let's move it. Let's move it. Quick. God, I wish this part wasn't a zigzag and I wasn't facing the entirely wrong direction. And thank you, Tango Mushi, for your £10. Things just got a little bit spicy as soon as you sent it. But I saw it. Thank you very much, Tango Mushi, for the super chat. The Twitch brand super chat. Okay, come on, please, 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 don't go back in. Okay. We made it. We made it, we made it, we made it. Oh my god. This is not gonna work, is it? 2 minutes. Where even am I? Where am I? I don't know this place. I thought I was in the atrium. Where is this? Wait, am I still back here? I thought I got out. Oh no. I went back in? Oh my god. It's gonna be fine, chat. It's gonna be fine. Come again soon? I'd rather not. Okay, we're making a run for it, chat. Don't you dare, Moon. Don't you dare, Moon. Oh, god damn it! New mission plan A? What was that? Oh my god, I got scared the life out of me. I need to keep my voice down. I just got absolutely terrified. What was new mission plan A? What was that? Okay, we're attaching those eyes again. Okay. Yeah, I've never seen new mission plan A before. Okay, I'm just going to check this button. You are green. Why? Why? Why are you now pressable? Okay, button. Okay. I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust that you're going to work next time, okay? You're not going to do that to me again. Okay. I'm trusting you, button. Okay, let's put the eyes in again.
Welcome to Parts and Service, preparing for upgrade procedure. You may now enter the protective cylinder.
Here we go.
Let's begin by removing Freddy's face. Press Freddy's nose to remove skull housing. Carefully detach the ocular connectors.
BYX. ABXA. Nice.
Great. Plug the replacement eyes into the open.
I will read subscriptions in a moment, once we get past this moon section.
Well done. Reattach the ocular connector wires.
BXY. A BXAY. Then A. Nice.
Time to close the faceplate. Commence testing phase.
Time for some singing. A. AX. A. Ekasa A. A. Ekasa A. Y. A. Ekasa A. Y. A. A. Ekasa A. Y. A. A. There we go. We did it. The way you say X concerns me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for causing concern.
How are your new eyes?
I am having a hard time adjusting.
Okay, you know what? I'm not going to enter Freddy. I'm not going to enter Freddy until the nighttime properly begins. Maybe that somehow broke the button.
These are rocks.
Okay, while these two are talking, let's read some subscriptions.
There was an accident in the raceway.
Is she okay?
Dice roll, hydrated skeleton. I'm hydrating right now. Thank you very much.
Stop her.
20-something pal, resubscribed with Prime.
Gregory, good news.
Says, I'm late. What did I miss? How's Freddy behaving today? Freddy's behaving quite good today.
Exit, but hurry.
Pretty helpful overall. Thank you very much.
Last time.
And TC Dark Knight resubscribed at tier 1. That is 3 whole months now. Thank you very much.
Eyes are amazing. There are wondrous colors and objects I never knew existed.
Okay. Will the button betray me? Okay, button. I'm counting on you. Thank God. Okay, that is what happened in practice. I cannot believe the game pulled the rug out from under me then and made the button not work. I told you it worked in practice. Okay, we actually don't need Freddy right now. We're just going to make a run for the exit without Freddy. Because, lucky us, this entire run to the exit is one straight line, and it is a straight line that we're already looking in the correct direction for. So let's go. They should really have put some tense escape music over this. It's kind of a little bit flat.
Hey, little man.
So, for anyone who doesn't know the precise structure of this video game, the intended way to get the true ending is to complete the game, and that hits 6 a.m. The entrance reopens, and then you choose to stay instead of leaving. And if you choose to stay, you can do a little bit more stuff, and then that opens the way to fight the true boss of the game, William Atherton. However, we don't need to do that because we have Freddy Warps, so we don't need to do anything special. We can just run to the exit and then head straight to Afton. Pretty easy.
Freddy, it's open. Let's go.
Atherton.
No, I cannot exit this facility.
Of course you can. Come on. We can hide you somewhere.
Without a
Purple man, now more
my
purple.
systems would shut down within an hour. It is a safety precaution. It is my design.
He's more purple than ever.
This is
Step
where I
back.
must stay. Do not return. It will never be safe. I will miss you.
Freddy, if I leave now, nothing will change, will it? There will be more disappearances.
Thank you for the hydration, Nixel Coffee Maker. I will hydrate right flipper now.
Correct. Gregory, you have a choice to make. The door is open.
Okay, we want to stay.
Can go. You are staying? I am glad. Here, I found this.
Freddy, what is going on with your
There are areas
textures?
we have not investigated.
Freddy,
Lead the way, Super
why did you become untextured? Why did that happen? Oh, I'm looking up again. Okay, I need to get inside Freddy. There we go. They detextured my boy. Freddy's texture changes with his mood. You know when they say the color drained from someone's face? Well, the texture's drained from Freddy's face. Why is the battery green? I think that happens when you upgrade Roxy's eyes. It gets a little bit more flare. The battery is always green, but the little thing that goes around the edge of it, that gets added when you add Roxy's eyes.
Known to attack pizza delivery trucks more than any other food service vehicles. This has been another fun Fast Fact.
Okay, let's have a longer prediction on this one. Like a couple of minutes, maybe like 5 minutes, of if we can do William Atherton first try. Okay, I'm actually going to hang out here while I describe the issues with William Atherton while I don't need to actually play the game. So, remember I said that the game gets increasingly broken in like weird ways the more you break it in the way I have. I break the game, but then the game will start breaking in other ways that weren't anything to do with how I broke it. So that button behaving weirdly was one. Gregory appearing on the racetrack is another. The entire DJ Music Man section being broken is another. Well, Afton is a similar thing. The Afton fight doesn't work like it does normally when you do it at this point. So normally, an easy way to win the Afton fight would be to do what is called a Fredor, where you basically you place Freddy in a doorway, which blocks the animatronics, and the game doesn't have any backup for that, so it basically runs down the entire clock where the animatronics can't get you, and you win. Because the final boss is basically a timed sequence. However, Freddy has a sickness, and it's terminal. It is the 6 a.m. sickness. During this run, Freddy becomes terminal in the 6 a.m. sickness, and it has many symptoms, including charging with the door open, kicking you out after like a second of you getting in, running out of battery after about 2 seconds, refusing to stand in the way of any animatronics, refusing to stay where you leave him, which is a big issue. If you put him down in front of a door, he will just leave. He will not stay there. he will maybe walk to the middle of the room, or he will just take a step sideways. Freddy doesn't stay still. And also, he can spin very fast. There's a video I put on Twitter, which I will put in the video, where he was spinning at about like 5,000 RPM for no reason. So it is an issue doing the fight. However, there is still a way to complete it, and I will show you that. Oh, let's save the game. Another thing that's worth saying about the post-game, if you don't know, is there is no saving other than this one save point. This one save point is the only place you can save in the post-game. That is, luckily, a minimal concern for us, because we're basically going to go straight to Roxy Raceway, and then when we get down into the bowels of Roxy Raceway, there is an autosave there. So it's not really an issue that we can't save. Here we go. Very nice. Let's go back. If you're having problems with the stream freezing, Diamond Blizzard, it is most likely your internet connection, because on OBS it is showing me dropping no frames at all. So it's not on my end. Okay, yes, so after that incredibly tense expedition, all the way from Roxy Raceway back to Parts and Services, we are now going back to Roxy Raceway.
I could open this gate if I had Monty's claws.
Freddy, if you keep going on about those claws, I swear to God.
I could open this gate if I had Monty's claws.
You are a broken record, my man. He just wants Monty's claws, okay? Would you deny this boy Monty's claws? Oh wait, the save points are broken. Okay, I guess we're just going straight down. Off we go. God. This is risky, because now Freddy isn't infinite battery anymore. That can cause some issues. I'm going to recharge him. I'm actually going to recharge him. Come on. God, I definitely need to recharge him now. I've got stuck. There we go. There's a recharge station in one of these on the side. Okay, it's in this one, I think. Oh no, it's not. Okay, I'm just doing this to build up tension, don't you know? I'm just expertly building tension. Ah, there we go. Woo! Okay, we got it. Now let's get down there. So the final boss is located at the bottom of Roxy Raceway. But the game has set up basically a series of checks to make sure that you are actually coming here after completing everything else. Those checks include needing all of the boss items. Well, I say they include. That is basically all the checks. The game wants to know you have all of the boss items before it lets you down here. So, yes, there is a gate that needs Monty's claws, as Freddy will not stop letting us know about, and there is also a gate that needs Chica's beak. But you will never guess how we get past them. You will never guess. Yep, we Freddy warp. The most OP glitch in the game. Monty's claws, says Tronmo. Close, close. We do a Freddy warp. God damn it.
I could open this gate if I had Monty's claws.
Yeah, no, yeah, you could, Freddy. Yeah, you could. I have no doubt.
I could open this gate if I had Monty's claw.
Yeah, I know, buddy. I know. Okay, here we go. So because Freddy always appears where you're not looking, if you want him to spawn in the same room as you, it is generally better to just look at a wall. And if you're looking at a wall, then he probably will spawn where you want him to. If you look at the room, then he will not want to spawn there. Come on, game.
I could open this gate if I had Monty's claws.
I should have got the claws, man. Should have got the claws.
Open this gate if I had Monty's claws.
Okay, there we go. That's the last thing that we ever need with Monty's claws. So hopefully he will never say that again. Now we have Chica's beak. The Biek.
This requires Chica's voice to activate.
Now, it may require Chica's voice to activate, but we can, once again, Freddy Warp. Now, I have no idea why they set a point on the map where you can call Freddy to be behind this gate. It's very small, and there's no reason you would ever need to call Freddy there, but the game did it anyway. There is a set point where Freddy will appear, and so you can just warp past the gate.
This elevator does not appear to follow any safety protocol.
Let's go.
I do not think it can survive more than one trip.
I could open this gate if I had a Freddy warp.
Did you know that birthday wishes only come true at Freddy Fazbear's? It's true. Kids who have home birthdays have fewer friends and parents who don't love them. This has been another fun Faz fact.
Hey, buddy. Okay, so basically now, the game has auto-saved. So having no saves really wasn't an issue at all. Okay, so here we go. The final stretch, and it's all come full circle. All the things that make the run difficult, all in one place. We have generators, and we have endos. But it may shock you to know, chat, we don't need to actually do any of this. We could just run past it all. And Freddy Warp. Excuse me, sir. There's the boy. Now, you will have noticed that Freddy came from inside the pizza place. And that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to get him to appear inside the pizza place. Like this. And we're golden. Now, a fun fact about the pizza place is you may think that you need to start all of those generators in order for the recharge station in here to work. But that is not true. You actually only need to start these two. This one, and this one. That is all you need to get inside this recharge chamber. Just those two. So we don't need to touch the ones that make the endos appear. We just touch the two good ones. And we're good. We're also going to do a little bit of a trick.
I know what this is.
And just jump down the entire hole.
Here before. She brought me here. I found myself for the first time when I cleared the path.
And here we go. It is time for Atherton.
Choice. Now I have a choice. I have changed. My friends are here. They are so angry.
Grandpappy is here and he's not happy.
I can protect you.
Time for a cat video. I think we'll be fine without the cat video. Now, something I need to tell you about the Afton fight is it is pretty much a 50-50 chance whether I will be able to beat it or not. It is kind of RNG. And yes, appearing out of bounds when this boss fight starts still happens.
What was that?
So, because Freddy's Freddoors work in a strange way, at 6 AM, you need to call him into position. You can't place him.
It's Roxy. What do I do?
Oh god, I lost. I lost the 50-50 chance. Okay, this is going to be spicy, chat. Oh god, this is going to be real spicy. Okay, you see what I was talking about? There we go. Okay. Yep. There we go. Died. So, basically, whichever side Roxy comes is a 50-50 shot. And you need to put Freddy in the correct door ahead of time. Because the awkward way we have to put Freddy in the door takes too long. So, we basically have to roll a 50-50 chance that Roxy will appear in the correct hallway. I have actually succeeded and managed to recover a game when I put Freddy in the wrong hallway, but it was pretty spicy. So it's not game over when she appears in the wrong hallway, but it is almost game over. Let's try again. Just got to walk to the door this time. First time Freddy warp? Yep. Nice. Let's get a nice recharge on our boy so that I don't run out of battery and die heading down to Afton. Thank you very much, Tronmo. We're right at the end, so I think I'm going to be able to do it. Nice, nice, nice. Very, very nice. We've entered the recharge. Okay, let's try and do that trick again. Oh, I messed it up. That's a shame. I like doing the trick when I jump down the hole. God, I'm looking in like the worst direction.
I found myself for the first time when I cleared the path. I did not want to, but I had no
Okay,
choice.
okay, I need to look.
Now
Okay,
I have a choice.
there we go.
I have changed.
This is a bit better.
Friends are here.
Nice.
They are so angry, confused,
Okay, we can skip this time.
but I can protect you. I am not.
Try putting Freddy on the right this time, although I am sure that it is just a 50-50 chance. I have seen Roxy on this side more often. So my superstitious part of my soul tells me I should put Freddy here. Because I have seen Roxy here more often.
What is that thing?
Okay, that is a pretty solid Fredor.
Look out! It's Chica. Shut the door.
Okay. Chica... Hi, buddy. Chica isn't really a problem. Let's get ready on Afton. Oh yeah, by the way, another symptom of the 6 a.m. sickness is that sometimes entire rooms don't load. Like this one. Just another symptom of what we've done to the game. The game is unhappy. Oh god, why did I move in? I'm doing it again. Come here. That is...
Roxy, what do I do?
The doors will
Okay, chat, spicy time. We may have done it. Where is she going? Roxy? Please come back. It makes me very nervous when you go down there. Well, let's just hope she comes back. Because wasting time with her is an important tactic. Please be stuck. Freddy, don't you dare. I'm not here. I'm not here. Yeah, hi, buddy. Hi. How you doing, buddy? Ah. Afton, please press the button on this side. I don't want to go too far away. I'm very scared because when I go too far away, Freddy turns to look at me. And when he turns to look at me, I'm worried that his hitbox changes and maybe Roxy can get in. Don't you dare. You keep that arm down, buddy. You keep that arm blocking Roxanne. Good God. Okay, she's become quite passive. So hopefully... Yeah, hi. So hopefully she's going to get bored soon. So the good thing about this fight is that the default camera angle that it starts you at is actually like the ideal camera angle. Because it lets you keep an eye on Roxy, it lets you see who's coming down the corridors or the vents, and it also lets you press all the buttons you need to. So this is actually the ideal camera angle, and if at any point you need to change the camera angle to like keep Roxanne out, then it gets very difficult. It gets way more difficult. But this is actually the ideal... Freddy, I swear to God, you keep her in that doorway. So we actually want to not change our camera angle in this fight. We want to keep it at default. Thank God she's not running at me, otherwise she would be in an instant. I daren't move him. If I try and shuffle him over, you know that's going to go badly. I'm just going to have to trust the process and assume that if she hasn't got in yet, then she won't get in at all. But let me tell you something, chat. Doesn't work like that. I've had her slip in the side of threat. I've had her slip in the door multiple times. Where it's been like this, and then she's just slid between him and the door frame. It has happened. I'm not moving Freddy. There's not a chance I'm moving Freddy. He's doing a good job so far. Roxanne, no, don't leave. No, Roxanne, don't leave. Roxanne, don't leave. Oh, God. Okay, that is scary, because that means that other animatronics might come. Oh, God, okay. So this is terrifying, because that means that the tentacles could spawn. And the tentacles are by far the most deadly one. Especially when we can't see where they are. So this is very scary. Afton, please hurry up. This is really bad. Oh no, they're coming. The blob is actually coming. Literally spawned underneath me. Let's do it again. I saw the vent pop up like just 2 frames before I died. Yeah, the blob gets the work done. You've got to give it to him. He's very efficient. He spawns for literally 1 frame and killed me. Are you excited for Ruin? I am very excited for Ruin. Okay. Now the question is, can I complete the run before it gets too late? Because it's getting pretty late in the UK. And that means I need to keep my voice down. Because I have neighbors. So let's try and get it done soon.
I know what this is. I have been here before. She brought me here. I found myself for the first time when I cleared the path. I did not want to, but I had
Very nice.
no choice. Now I have a choice. I am not.
Okay, let's hope for a better Roxanne this time. I actually think that when she stands still, that is a concern. Because when she stands still, she has the potential to get bored. But when she's running at you constantly, that is usually when she actually stays around the entire time.
Watch the vents.
Okay, Monty came first this time. Yes, if you basically get Roxanne constantly trying to run to get you, that is a good thing. It means that she's interested. If she's uninterested, there's a very good chance that she will just leave. It's not what you want. Okay. Roxanne, are you going to come down this hallway? Please? Please?
Look out. It's Chica. Shut the doors.
Sorry about this, Freddy. It had to be done. No hard feelings, eh? Why do you want Roxy coming at you? Because when Roxy is here, when Roxy is running at me, it means that her AI has spotted me and is trying to kill me. And I'm pretty sure that when she's in that state, she doesn't really leave. But when she's just kind of standing still, chilling out, then she can get bored and leave. So we don't want her to get bored and leave.
It's Roxy. What do I do?
Yes.
Will not hold her.
Okay, this room will suddenly render. Yep, when he enters. That's a fun little thing. Okay, I think Freddy should be able to hold her off successfully here. Hey! I'm here. Be interested in me. Be very, very interested in me. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. She is interested. Don't you dare. Stay interested. There we go. You've got to jangle the keys in front of her. Hey, I'm over here. Stay interested in me. Child needs murdering over here. Okay. She seems pretty interested. No. Stay interested. Okay, now where's Afternath? I think he's on the middle camera. I can hear her feet constantly walking, which is a good sign. Yeah, Roxy is imagining me as like a cartoon hot dog right now. I'm like applying sun lotion and she thinks I'm applying like mustard and ketchup. And she's drooling looking at this 4-foot tall hot dog. Okay, this is a good sign that she is constantly walking. I'm liking the look of this Fredor. I'm liking it a lot. Okay, Afton is still on the middle monitor. I'm going to go in my position here, where I can see all 3 monitors, by peeking through these cables. Okay, he's heading to this one. Yep, that's very good. You keep holding her there, Freddy. Keep holding her there. Nice. She's still interested. Here I am. A child going entirely unmurdered. What are you going to do about it, Roxanne? Seemed to do the trick. While we're waiting for Afton to do anything, let's look at the subscriptions. I can't remember if I read out TC Dark Knight subscription, but thank you very much. I already took the hydration check from Nixel Coffee Maker, and thank you, Blush Baker, for resubscribing with Prime. That is 5 months now. That is faz-tastic, as Blush Baker themselves say. Hello. Hello there, Freddy. Okay, is Afton making any moves? Over here, Roxy. Okay, he is. He's going for the monitor on the right. We must see the Freddy spin. I have never managed to get the Freddy spin to happen again. Let me see if I can... I'll try and put it into OBS so you can see it after we finish the stream. But I've never managed to get it twice. But I'll try and put it into OBS so you guys can see it. Hello! Look at me having a fun time at the Pizzaplex. Nom 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 nom. Delicious pepperoni. Nom 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 nom. Delicious ice cold soda. What are you gonna do? I'm having such a good time over here. Would be a shame if someone murdered me. Wouldn't that be a shame? Okay. I would love to have the lights still turned off and come down here and see what that looks like. Like, what does this final boss fight look like if all the lights are off in the Pizzaplex? Oh, he's going for this one, I think. Hello, Roxanne. I'm here. I'm here. There we go. Okay, how many more do we think we have, chat? How many more buttons? Oh, we've got a hype train is close. Only 1 more minute left. Lucy Luff has resubscribed with Prime, saying, "Eee." Thank you, Lucy Luff. And Sainted Somnifer has subscribed with Prime. That is your first subscription to the channel ever. Thank you very much, Sainted Somnifer. I greatly appreciate it. Now, I haven't been looking. Has Afton done anything? I don't think so. I think he's still just stood there. Good night, Backseat, says Poly Piggy. Good night. I'm going to be sleeping soon as well. Daniel Troika has subscribed at tier 1. That is also your first subscription ever. Thank you very much for your first ever subscription. I greatly appreciate it. Gamers, that is the true ending of Security Breach, completed at 6 AM without moving my camera ever. Stiff like a board. No camera movement. Security Breach complete. Yeah, we've been calling it the Neckless Run. And the thing is, when you say that out loud, people get very confused. They think you're talking about a necklace like a piece of jewelry you would wear around your neck, but actually it is just like no neck. Neck, L-E-S-S. Necklace is what we've been calling it. No neck. Yes, Necklace is finally done. True ending at 6 AM. The at 6 AM part is super important because, as you saw, Freddy warps are so powerful that I could literally go to Afton and beat Afton right after doing the Fazblast heist. I can just get the ability to call Freddy and go straight there. And that is that is much less fun. I like doing all the crime. I like doing all that sort of stuff. So I made 6 AM a rule. and that makes it a lot more interesting, I think. Thanks everyone for stopping by, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. See ya! Hello there, Backseat from the Edit here. Well done for making it through an entire stream, or maybe even an entire playlist. If you weren't using these videos to fall asleep and are still awake, I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and here's some options if you want to watch some more. Bye-bye.